This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
This broadcast on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, is being brought to you by Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected. Maple Glen Senior Living Community in Shelton, celebrating the art of life. Dan Griffey for 35th District State Representative, Position 1, GOP. And Sharon Trask for Mason County Commissioner, District 3. Good evening and welcome to Silverdale Stadium on the campus of Olympic High School in Silverdale, Washington for tonight's South Sound Conference football game between the Shelton Highclimbers and the Central Kitsap Cougars. I'm Dedrick Allen and you are watching the Maple Glen Senior Living Show. Shelton is 0-4 on the season and coming off a 57-0 loss to Peninsula last week, while Central Kitsap is 3-1 after falling to Kimberly 41-13. The Cougars are averaging over 26 points a game so far this season, with the highest scoring output of 33 against Olympic in Week 1. The Highclimbers are struggling to find the end zone and have scored 20 points in 4 games. When you look at the last 11 meetings between the Climbers and CK, the Cougars have won 8 games, including last year's 45-0 win. This is Week 5 of the 2018 high school football season on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, the Shelton Highclimbers versus the Central Kitsap Cougars at Silverdale Stadium. Next on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. There's always something happening at Maple Glen Senior Living Community in Shelton. From art bazaars and farmers markets to art lectures and wedding receptions, this award-winning community has something for everyone. Caring staff, unbelievable meals, unmatched accommodations, and a signature dining room, all at one location, 1700 North 13th Loop in Shelton. Maple Glen is only feet away from the hospital, medical professionals, and pharmacies. Stop by for Sunday brunch or call Teresa to schedule a tour to view apartments at Maple Glen Senior Living Community in Shelton.
Hi, I'm Dan Griffey, your legislator and local firefighter. Today we all come together to cheer on our players. And like them, we are a team. Like a team, we work together to do good for our community. I want you to know that I fight for each and every one of you, for a bright future full of opportunities, for you to leave your mark on the world. You are strong, and we are stronger together.
Paid for by
Griffey for State House Campaign.
Neighbors help each other. It's how community works, and it's how we do business at Hood Canal Communications. We know you count on us for value-priced internet, TV, and phone service, backed by friendly local support. Your hard-earned dollars stay right here as we invest in our community, our people, and smart technology. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected while being a good neighbor.
Hello, I'm Sharon Trask, and I'm running for Mason County Commissioner. I've lived in Shelton for the last 14 years. During this time, I've gotten to know and love Mason County and the people who live here. When I decided to run for Commissioner, I knew this was the perfect opportunity to give back to a community that has been so good to me and my family. I'm humbled that so many of you have given me your support and love. I'm asking for your vote in November.
Paid for by Sharon Trask for Mason County Commissioner. Welcome back to the Maple Glen Senior Living Pregame Show on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. I'm Dedrick Allen. It is now time to talk with Coach. Yesterday, I had a phone conversation with Shelton's head man, Mike Speaks.
I know you had a lot of difficulty with personnel because of injuries and sickness.
Yeah, hey, we're battling, man. We're battling. We got our punter back, so we're happy about that. He had strep throat all last week. We've been nicked up a little bit. It's kind of the same cheer, different year. We're battling. The kids are playing hard. Their efforts there. We're trying to instill a new culture. In a program, and attitude, effort, and commitment. I know it gets old, but that's what we're doing.
So you said you got your punter back. You have anybody else coming back this week?
Let me see here. We got a couple other guys. We lost our starting center. He got a toe injury, so he's got turf toe, sprained his right toe. Our sophomore center.
Mm-hmm.
So he's out this week. He's week to week. We get one of our guys back, a good defensive player, a senior, that's been hurt most of the year. We get him back. He's cleared. He can't play Friday night, but he got cleared yesterday. We get him back next week. That'll be a big deal. Jake Myers.
Okay.
So we get him back, and then basically, yeah, pretty much the same. Off the top of my head right now, I don't have the roster or the report in front of me right now.
So you just continue to battle out there and do your best. Is it frustrating for your players that you can't quite move the ball?
Yeah, it's frustrating. I mean, how could it not be? I mean, they're working hard. We've moved a few kids around to try some different looks. We're just fairly young and inexperienced, and some of the seniors that are playing, are learning new positions from the previous years because, we needed more seniors on the field.
So what do you think about Central Kitsap?
CK, yeah, good football team, good program. All the teams that we faced so far, looks like they're, potentially, but all 4 playoff teams. I believe North Mason's 3-1. Peninsula, I believe, is either 3-1 or 4-0. I didn't catch the Capital score to the Capital Thurston game. I'm not sure. I thought I heard a rumor that Capital won, so if they won, they would be 4-0. Monty's, a top 8-10 team in the state in their division. So yeah, we've had a pretty tough schedule to go along with what we've been, faced with right now. So yeah, CK, good football team. They get after you defensively. They're a hard hitting team. Well coached. We've had our struggles with them over the years. Looking forward to it. The kids are looking forward. We had a great week of practice. Probably one of our better weeks of practice in the last couple of weeks. So we're excited about that. The kids are fighting. They're battling. So we'll see you on Friday night.
I have a quick question, and this just jumped into my mind. At home, you play on natural grass, and then you hit the road, and you're pretty much on turf. Do you prefer one over the other, or does it matter?
I mean, yeah, the kids seem to like grass. They're used to it, but it's not a reason why we will win or lose a game. So I think the kids seem to like the grass. They're used to it, but honestly, that nobody's ever really even said anything about it. The kids, because most of the kids growing up, the last 5, 6, 7, 8 years, they're used to playing on grass or turf because of our youth football. We play over in Olympia, so half the games are over in Olympia are on turf, and half the games we play here, are on grass. So the kids are pretty used to it.
That doesn't change any game plan or.
No, I mean, no. I mean, a little bit on, how the ball bounces, maybe like on kickoffs, kick returns, punts, the balls, we try to practice that a little bit during the week and remind the kids that, hey, the ball bounces, a little harder, a little faster, versus natural grass.
That's Climbers coach Mike Speaks. His Shelton Highclimbers are taking on Central Kitsap next on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
There's a lot going on these days at Maple Glen in Shelton. Come see for yourself by scheduling a tour to view apartments, the beautiful surroundings, activities, and the signature dining room. Maple Glen Senior Living Community, located just 20 minutes north of Olympia at 1700 North 13th Loop in Shelton. They're just feet away from the hospital, medical professionals, and pharmacies. Contact Teresa Gilman, 360-427-0300 to learn more about this exciting living community.
Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, wants to help voters make informed decisions this election season by broadcasting candidate events. At 7, September 24th, the North Mason Chamber of Commerce and the North Mason Community Voice are holding a debate at the Hub in Belfair. At 6:30, October 4th, the League of Women Voters of Mason County is holding their Speed Dating Candidates Forum in Mason County POD 3's auditorium. And at 5:30, October 9th, the Shelton Mason County Chamber of Commerce is holding a candidates forum at Olympic Middle School in Shelton. Everyone is welcome to attend in person or online.
There's so many great things about life in Mason County, and Hood Canal Communications is proud to be one more. Headquartered in Union, we offer the speed and reliability your family needs, backed by hometown service and support. Whether you need to just check email or power all those Wi-Fi devices around your home, HCC has the right package for you. Stop by one of our friendly offices, call or visit hcc.net to learn more. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected.
Slow down.
Slow down and move over.
And move over.
When you see lights,
vests,
or reflectors,
please give us some room. Slow down and move over.
When you need us,
we've got your back.
Do you have ours?
You got our back?
You got ours? You got our back?
Please, slow down
and move over.
All right. Well, welcome back to Silverdale Stadium. Silverdale, Washington, Diedrich Allen and Jerry Apple. No Eric Raywald tonight. I'm really disappointed, but, he's got some personal things he's got to do, and we wish him the best in those issues, and we hope to have him back at our next broadcast, but we'll see. And our thoughts are with you, Eric. Just keep that in mind.
Hope you're listening tonight.
I'm sure he is. So, we're here at the Silverdale Stadium. We'll see if the Highclimbers can rebound from their performance from last week. Not the best performance, but you're playing a really good team all across the board in Peninsula. Now, the road doesn't get any easier for the Highclimbers at all. You've got, we're here to play Central Kitsap in CK 3-1. And they're going to be tough, too. Don't know a whole lot about them. Crowd's revved up below us. So, Jerry, your thoughts? Any thoughts?
Well,
go ahead.
Thank you. The key, well, last week they passed 3 times, and 2 of those passes were intercepted, and the other one was incomplete. And hopefully tonight we can get that passing game going a little bit more so we can open it up for the running attack. It's nice that we have Troy Goodwin back.
Yeah, I saw him in warm-ups.
Yeah,
so
and that's going to help us, I think, a little bit on the running game. So I don't notice Skylar Cook tonight.
I was just going to bring that up. We might see somebody new running the show here. We saw Luke McPhee.
Yeah.
We who else did we see under there?
We saw Trent Evans.
Okay. And Trevor Meyer. I saw Trevor Meyer take a couple of snaps in warm-up as well. So we'll see who actually gets to start tonight. Kind of a mystery about where Skylar might be, but things happen. And we'll follow up on that later and see if we can't get an answer or two. You saw the Highclimbers come sprinting across the field, getting ready to get this thing kicked off. We'll have to, your regular pregame ceremonies, national anthem, coin toss, what have you. And we will get to that.
It's kind of unusual tonight to have a 7:15 game. So.
Well, it's turning out to be a little bit earlier than that.
Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah, I guess you're right.
7:07 is what I have on my clock.
Okay, okay.
But we might get it kicked off at 7:15. Who knows?
Yeah.
We still have a lot of ceremonial stuff to go.
I'm optimistic tonight that Shelton's going to play a lot better.
Well, I hope so, with some key players back, with Goodwin in the backfield, and we'll see what who comes out at quarterback.
Right.
We'll get to all that in just a moment. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. We'll be right back.
Good evening, ladies.
Hello, I'm Sharon Trask. I've been asked why I'm running for Mason County Commissioner. That's an easy one. my kids, and grandkids. When I reflect on what I would like to see Mason County look like in 10 years, I see a robust economy, safe streets, and happy kids. This will only happen if we act today to make sound decisions and to entice businesses back into our county. Mason County has everything we need to entice business. We need proven leadership to get us there. With your help, we can achieve all this and more. I'm asking for your vote in November.
There's always something happening at Maple Glen Senior Living Community in Shelton. From art bazaars and farmers markets to art lectures and wedding receptions, this award-winning community has something for everyone. Caring staff, unbelievable meals, unmatched accommodations, and a signature dining room, all at one location, 1700 North 13th Loop in Shelton. Maple Glen is only feet away from the hospital, medical professionals, and pharmacies. Stop by for Sunday brunch or call Teresa to schedule a tour to view apartments at Maple Glen Senior Living Community in Shelton.
Frustrated by rising cable prices? You're not the only one. As your local cable TV provider, we work hard to give you the channels you want to watch the local news, enjoy family night, and cheer on your favorite sports team. We also fight to keep your rates fair, but at the negotiating table, large corporate broadcasters demand higher fees for their programming. As TV viewership goes down, broadcast rates continue to go up. It's not fair. None of us should cover their losses. Visit KeepTheConnections.com for more information on how we're working for you.
Well, there's the answer to one question. Luke McPhee will get the start tonight for the Highclimbers at quarterback. So we are back ready for the coin toss. So Meyer gets a tight end spot. Again, let's see. And Goodwin will be starting in the backfield. So that's a good combination, Goodwin and Kenyon in backfield. We haven't seen a lot of that because at least the last couple of weeks because Troy had a he was in I'm drawing a blank. Protocol, what's it called?
Concussion.
Concussion, that's the word. Did I suffer a concussion? He was in concussion protocol for the last couple of weeks, so.
I know that Josiah Oles has been starting the last couple games, and I'm sure we'll see early action.
Yeah, I'm sure. He's proven that he belongs out there, especially in Montesano, where he actually, if you think back, he's the last high climber to score a touchdown.
Yeah, he had a beautiful run there. I think it was, 66 yards?
Something like that, yeah.
Nice
60
run.
plus, yeah. So it'll be interesting to see how everything falls out here. We've got a key player back, got a change of quarterback. Mystery around Skyler, we'll have to find out as time goes on. I'm sure it'll come out.
Sure.
I don't think he was injured last week, but you don't know.
I didn't notice that. No, I did not notice that.
We'll see what Luke can do, because Luke played last week, and he managed to move the ball, get the Highclimber offense going a little bit against a very tough Peninsula defense. So I didn't see who won the toss there. But we're about ready to get this thing kicked off. We'll see who comes out. I didn't see who won the toss. Jerry, were you paying attention?
I was not.
Yeah, let's make it else. We'll know shortly. So we're about ready to get this thing kicked off. The 0-4 Highclimbers up in Silverdale Stadium against the 3-1 Cougars. Highclimbers will be at their white jerseys, red letters, black pants. CK has the black jerseys, white pants, and kind of an orange numbers with white outline. So we're just waiting for the teams to take the field. You got enough room there, Jerry?
I'm great.
Okay.
How about you?
Oh, I'm looks very familiar. I was here a couple weeks ago. So it looks like CK will get the ball to start, and the Highclimbers will kick off. Oh, yeah, there's another big key back. Zach De La Sancha back in the lineup for Shelton, missing. Huge miss there last week. Kicking game was struggling, and then the backup kickers, both of them get hurt. So what do you end up doing is you try to go for it on 4th down there late in the game. It didn't quite work.
Right.
So we have a couple of guys back at about the 10.
Yeah, it's nice to have Zach back as our kicker.
It's like Dodson and I guess it's Riffalong back there deep. Okay. Well, we'll see who picks that one up. There's a run up and the kick. It's high, but it's short. It's going to be taken at the 40, and I guess that was a fair catch.
20-yard
kickoff. Yeah. So CK will start at their own 40, 1st and 10. So it's, it might not have been a deep kick, but it was high and
no return.
No return. So let's see here. Elijah McGee is the quarterback, number 11. He will be for Central Kitsap. He'll be running the show. He'll be go out of the shotgun. It looks like the back side, and I take it that is going to be Riffalong. And the handoff to him, straight up the middle, big hole into the secondary, and he's caught from behind by Zach Jonker.
It looks like he picked up about 7 yards on that play.
So 2nd down and 3. On the opening drive here. It's almost like I have a camera going here now. Oh, I do. No, I don't. Never mind. Sometimes a little noisy in my headset. We'll work on that. Same formation, but I got 1 wide below us and 2 wide far. Man in motion, handoff again to Riffalong. Riffalong cuts it back up the middle, gets 1st down, and +1. So give him 4 on that run. Oh, actually make it 5. Jerry.
And a 1st down
and a
for the Central Kitsap.
There's a lot of hand signals going on about from the sidelines for CK. It's like Cy Johnson below us, the wide out. You can't quite see him in the frame. There he is. Man in motion, it'll go to the man in motion, the end around. And getting 5 yards, still on his feet. Let's see here. Who was
the carry was by number 88.
88 or 83. I think it's Kevin Keel, 83, I see, with the ball.
Okay. I think it was 88.
You think it was 88?
Yeah, it was Jason Almonte.
Okay. All right, I'll go with that.
And he gained about
5.
5 on the play.
Yeah, 5. So 2nd and 5. Back to pass. And he's going to throw it down the middle and overthrew his intended target, which was Jason Almonte. Incomplete. It brings up 3rd and 5. From the 44 of Shelton. So I can see what kind of a night we're in for here with Central Kitsap, Jerry. Kind of spread it out, keep you guessing.
Right.
Let's see, we've got 10 and 83. So 10 is Zachary Webb, 83 is Jevin Keel. They're wide to the near side. Man in motion, snap and handoff to Riffalong. Riffalong stopped in the backfield and he's going sideways. And Jonker nearly had him, and now Riffalong reverses his field, and a big loss there. Good pursuit by the Highclimbers this time. Jason Kenyon, the guy, stopped
number 22 on the
huge loss there. That'll bring up 4th down. And this is an encouraging start for the Highclimbers. They get a stop here, 4th and a bunch.
It looked like a loss of about 12 on the play.
I'll go with that. So a punt is on tap. Jason Kenyon standing about his 15-yard line. Snap is on target. Kick is off. Kenyon will let it bounce at the 13 and takes a Highclimber bounce for a bit, and then a roll inside the 10, and that's where the Highclimbers are going to start on their own 10-yard line, 1st and 10. A good Good kick.
Yeah,
a
very
little
good
bit of pressure,
kick.
too.
About 50 yards on that punt. Nice punt.
So McPhee will bring out the Highclimbers, getting the start tonight, the senior. 5'11", 150, according to my sheet. My shirt. My shirt, it doesn't say anything about him. And he'll send Anthony Bourne wide to the near side. Tandem in the backfield. It looks like you have Oles and Kenyon back there, if I saw that number right. And there's Goodwin in motion, but there's a flag on the play.
Looks like it's against Central Kitsap.
Well, that's what the coaching staff to my right says. We've got the pleasure of having the Shelton coaches to our right.
Yeah.
And so we could be hearing some yelling.
Or hopefulness.
Well, they're encouraging, but I'm
encouraging.
Talking encouraging. But, you know, I'm saying there'll be some yelling. So the penalty does go against CK. So they'll give a 1st and 5 to Shelton. Goodwin in motion, handoff inside. Kenyon stood up after about a yard, maybe 2 gain, up to the 17-yard line.
See where they mark it. Yes, you're right. So gain of 2.
So we have more positive yards here.
So it's got 3rd and 3.
Second out, Jerry.
Okay, because of the penalty.
Because of the penalty. 2nd and 3. Call this a double tight. And that's Hurt on the sweep here with the pitch. He gets to the 20. I think he got a 1st down.
Yeah.
To the 21, a good run. This is something we haven't seen out of the double tight. I saw it a couple times last week, Jerry.
They're already mixing it up a lot better tonight.
Yeah. Take my safety chain and put it in the proper spot. It's not going to work if it's going to fall down. Do that, maybe. All right, 1st and 10 from the 20, officially 22.
2nd 1st down.
First down. And that's Oles. Oles on the outside. It's around the corner. Gets up near the 30, call it the 29 at the very least.
Gain of about 7.
I'm going to spawn it at the 29.
Yeah, you're right. It is the first down.
Yeah, the first down was on a penalty before they even got a playoff, so it doesn't really count as an earned 1st down. So Bourne will come wide to this near side below us. Same formation. Jonker in motion. This time handoff to Kenyon. Kenyon just stood up right there at the handoff point. And on the tackle, I have a 71 that's not on my sheet. Well, that's interesting. I don't know who to give the tackle to, Jerry.
Looks like no loss on the play.
All right, so Jason Voucher from the Ethernet here. Out of the eye this time. No, it's not the eye, excuse me. Same formation. Bourne wide to the near side. McPhee handed off. There's Oles. Oles cuts it up the numbers. Fights his way to the 1st down marker. I think he might have lost the ball at the end of that play.
That looks like he recovered it. And looks like another 1st down.
Now there's your 2nd 1st down.
Yeah, now your 2nd 1st down. Good.
Last week, how many 1st downs?
3.
26. 2-6. Yeah. So again, the same formation. And a delayed handoff to Hurt. Hurt gets to the line of scrimmage, not much there. So again, they're trying to do the end around, but Hurt cut it up the middle instead of trying to get around the sweep because the penetration on the Cougars was there. He wouldn't have gotten any more than he did. And the ball still remains at the 34-yard line. 2nd and about 10.
But they're mixing it up a little better tonight on their offense.
You've got Goodwin on the far end of the formation in motion. He'll take the pitch, cut it up the numbers, up the seam there, across the 40 to the 44. very close, maybe a yard short of a first down. They're going to be 2 yards short of the first down, Jerry.
Yep.
It'll be third.
What are you going to give him on that one?
Give him 8.
Okay.
I'm giving him 8.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
I'm very, very generous from my, but, you know. So Boren below us. Looks like that might be Junker in a pitch this time to Oles. Oles on the sweep, trying to get around the edge, needs 2 yards, gets the first down, scampers out of bounds at the 45.
Well, they've already picked up their third first down, equivalent to last week.
That was my question earlier. They're already on a roll and already have positive yardage, much more than what they had last week.
Yeah, it's a battle at the line, and tonight they're doing better. Battle of the lines, I should say.
Again, Boren comes wide to the near side. Goodwin lined up in the double tight end spot. Inside, quick little dump off, and it's complete to Meyer up near the 50 into CK territory. It's like quick. We saw that in the warm-ups, a little just a snap and a pass, and a quick, not even a drop, little slant hit to the tight end.
About 5 on the play, 6 on the play.
Give him 5 on the play.
Okay, and that's the first pass, and it was completed.
Under center will go McPhee, excuse me. Hand off to Oles. Oles cuts it up the seam, powers his way down to the 48-yard line, maybe the 47, depending on where they're spotted. Brings up third down and short. It's like 3rd and 3.
Yeah, long 3. Gain of 2 on the play.
Just grinding it out. It looks like this is the offense that we're going to see this week is a little short. Get it in little bits. Don't go for the long ball. Same formation yet again. Oles on the outside of the guys in the backfield. Goodwin at that slot. He'll, oh boy, he just barely took the handoff and down he goes. Penetration by 48 is Colton Van Dyke with the tackle for CK.
Loss of a couple on that one.
Back to midfield. And it's 4th and it looks like 6. And Zach De La Sancha is on to punt it away. And you got Nigel Hardy back deep for Central Kitsap, standing about his 15-yard line. Flag on the play. De La Sancha gets the kickoff. This is a good kick.
Yeah.
Bounce all the way down. And
almost.
Goodwin couldn't quite get to it before it got into the end zone. We do have a flag on the play, however. Back at the snap. It's a good punt for
yes,
De La
very
Sancha.
good, but see what the call is.
It's a false start.
Yeah.
So it's a penalty on the Highclimbers there. 5 yards. You take the ball with the 5 at the 20, from the 20, or do you make them re-kick it?
I think they're going to make them re-kick it. But that's the first penalty on Shelton. Each team has had 1 penalty.
Nope, they're going to.
Oh.
Wait a minute. They're going to.
They're going to take it, huh?
Huh.
At the.
Well, they're going to start. I guess they're going to spot the ball at 25. Maybe the 20. No, they're going to make them kick it again.
I kind of thought they would.
I'm a little bit confused.
I was confused too because they declined it.
Yeah.
That's what confused me.
And they're going to mark it up and make them kick it again. I guess that's the better way, unless De La Sancha can get off another 50-yarder.
Yeah.
Which we just saw him do. We know he's capable. Waiting for that snap. And another flag. De La Sancha gets another one on. This one is going to be picked up at the 10 by Hardy. Hardy trying to find some room, dancing around. Gets to the 20 now, 25, 30, cuts it back, 35. And he's stopped up near the 40, so that re-kick did CK a really good job there.
And I think they're going to decline it this time.
If it's the same penalty, yes.
Yeah, it's a 35-yard return. Nice kick, or nice punt, but yeah, 35-yard return.
So that time they were going to decline it, and it'll be 1st and 10 for Central Kitsap on officially the 40-yard line. Is it the 40? 41.
Yeah,
40. It's the 40.
Yeah, it is a 40.
Okay. So Central Kitsap with the ball. No score. 4 minutes, 1 second to go here, first quarter. Second possession for CK.
This first quarter's gone fairly quick. We've only had 2 passes in the game.
McGee will go out of the gun. He's got 3 receivers below us to the near side, 1 to the far side. The back beside him is Refalong. Long count, and Refalong takes the handoff. Nice hole for him. He's still on his feet up to near midfield, just about a yard short of the first down. Just a big hole that he
Gain
finds.
of 9 on the play.
Just a huge hole there. I guess Oils with the tackle there just to stop the run.
2nd and 1.
Yeah. So just shy of midfield are the Cougars. Same formation with 3 receivers below us, 1 to the far side. Here comes a blitz. It's like Jason Kenyon showing blitz. Back to pass, drops it, dumps it off on a little screen. Ooh, nice tackle there by Jonker. But I think he got the first down right at 50. Keel with the reception. Very, very close to Ebba's first down. Why do I even question? So just on the Cougar side of the 50 is the ball. It's got that white line down the middle and yellow on each side. It's just on the tip of the nose on the white. So 3 receivers far
Gain
side.
of 1 on that pass.
First down, either way, handoff. That's going to be Refalong. Refalong hits a wall. That is Trenton Hughes. But not after a
But you got a 2-yard gain.
Yeah, a 2-yard gain. So 2nd and 8 for Central Kitsap. 2:40 and counting on that first quarter clock. McGee out of the gun. 2 receivers each side, 1 back. Man in motion. Back to pass goes McGee. Looks to the far side, looks to the near side, spins out, can't get away from, is that number 66 or 56? 66.
Connor Van Dyke.
Yeah, good.
On the tackle.
Good sack there. And a loss of...
Loss of 8.
8. Okay, I'll take your word for that. So 2nd and 18. And what do we have? An equipment timeout. Trevor Meyer had to march off the field.
Well, that's the second loss that Shelton has produced against Central Kitsap, which is good.
A little more blitz being shown. Back to pass goes McGee. He'll throw to the near side. It's complete. And a nice spinning tackle by Hurt on Zach Webb. Short of the midfield marker by a couple of yards. Brings up 4th and 12. Another good defensive series for Shelton.
Yeah, and that pass was completed to number 31, Webb, probably for about a gain of 7.
So back to punt. It's a high, short one. They're gonna let it bounce. It'll take that hop down inside the 25 to about the 23-yard line.
Yeah.
That's where the Highclimbers will start out. This is their second possession.
So a 28-yard of punt.
And no return. So McPhee will bring out his Highclimbers, see what they can produce here in their second possession. Bourne comes out of the huddle first, heads wide below us. You've got Goodwin far side. And 2 backs behind McPhee under center.
Yep.
And boy, the Cougars jumping off sides again on the first play of the drive as they did the last time. So Shelton gave a free 5 yards.
So that's the second penalty against Central Kitsap. A total of 10 yards total.
So double tight end set with Goodwin at the end of the line of formation. 20, that's Oles on the carry on the handoff. Flag on the play as well. Good penetration by the Cougars, but the Highclimbers are seeing it and kind of running by it. But we have a flag on the play. And it's going to be a hold on Shelton.
Yep, so a 10-yard penalty from
the spot
of the infraction. Second penalty on Shelton, total of 15 yards tonight.
And I'll put the ball back inside, well, just inside the 20. We'll call it the 20. So it'll be first down and 14. Bourne wide to the near side. Looks like Goodwin. No, that's actually Oles, it looks like. Or it could possibly be Jonker. It's not even. It's just. Fumble on the exchange. I think CK has it. Yep, it is a fumble. It goes over to Central Kitsap, putting the ball at the 15-yard line, 16-yard line. First and 10 for Central Kitsap. Not what the Highclimbers needed at that point. Turnovers are never good either way.
No.
So it'll be first and 10 from the 16 for Central Kitsap. Elijah McGee will be running the show as he has.
So far, the statistics have been pretty even.
So got a max protection for McGee, man in motion across the formation, snap and handoff. This time I'm assuming this Refalong. Refalong gets around the edge, gets down to the 5, and then they're going to get a penalty on the Highclimbers, and then a penalty on the Cougars. So there's probably going to be a face mask on Shelton, and then taunting or unsportsmanlike on Central Kitsap. So we'll see what takes precedence on that.
And that will that negate the 14-yard run?
Oh, likely. Or you're going to go one of those times where you take 15 and 15.
Yeah, right.
I'm not sure. Likely it's going to be first down for Central Kitsap. Because as the referees are in conference, we always have a game like this where they're always in conference. So what is the official call here? A horse collar on Shelton, unsportsmanlike on Central Kitsap. So,
another penalty against the Cougars.
Be interesting to see where the ball will be.
The horse collar, Shelton. Yeah, we got that. So that would be half the distance. So it should be.
And then they'll mark it 15 back?
15 back, that's the way I understand it. And we're getting nods from coaching staff. So it's going to be about the 20, close to 18-yard lines where they're going to spot the ball in the end. And I believe it's going to be first down from there.
Let me ask
first
you this.
12, it looks like.
On that carry of 14 yards, do we just
Actually,
wipe that out?
Actually, it was 9.
Do we wipe that out?
No, the run counts.
Okay.
Actually.
All right.
Because the penalties were after.
Right, okay, gotcha.
That's how I'm interpreting it.
How you're interpreting it, okay.
I'm sure Eric's back there going, no, it's not.
Okay.
But that's the way I'm going to interpret it. And I'm in charge, right?
You are. You
Oh,
are.
my God. Oh, we'll go McGee. He's got 2 receivers far side, 1 to the near side, 2 backs beside him. Hand off to Refalong. Refalong going to the left. He's going to outrun one guy, slip by another guy. We have another flag and another flag. 2 flags in that play, and Refalong is down inside the 5 at the end of this. But there was a penalty before he got around the edge and a penalty towards the end. So let's see how this one ends up.
So another nice run by Ripalong.
Yeah, we knew that was going to happen.
13-yard carry that time.
Let's see what our penalties are. Got a hold on. 2 penalties on CK. So you've got illegal use of the hands and a holding.
So that will negate the run.
Yeah, that negates the run. So we're going to probably get the hold back. So it's 10 yards from the spot. So that'll be first in about 20.
Okay.
About 20. I'm saying about 20. Ball's back at the 28. So yeah, it's going to be first and 20 from the 28.
Well, CK is self-destructing a little bit.
A little bit on this.
Got 40 yards and penalties already.
Especially on this play, but two penalties back to back, and that, yeah. McGee out of the gun, hand off to Refalong. Refalong cuts it up the middle, spins out of one tackle, stiff arms another guy inside the 10, and he's drug out of bounds. I don't see any wonder in that play. That'll be a first down run. Give him 22, I think.
Yep.
Wow. That's a lot of power by Refalong. He just spun out of one tackle.
Second first down. Second first
wow.
down for CK.
So first and goal, excuse me, from the 7. And off to Refalong. Refalong dancing his way towards the end zone. I think he got in there. He's very, very close.
Very close.
Oh, they're going to say, nope, he's down just shy of the goal line. And we're 2 seconds. Nope, we're out of the quarter. That'll be the end of the quarter. We'll come back with the second quarter. Scoreless game, but CK knocking on the door with the second and goal from the 1-inch line. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Dan Griffey, your legislator and local firefighter. Today we all come together to cheer on our players. And like them, we are a team. Like a team, we work together to do good for our community. I want you to know that I fight for each and every one of you, for a bright future full of opportunities, for you to leave your mark on the world. You are strong, and we are stronger together.
Paid for by
Griffey First State House Campaign.
I dare you. I dare you to change the world. Yeah, you. Getting that college education.
I dare you to be somebody important.
Like be a teacher. Or a reality TV star.
I dare you to stand up here.
To call the shots.
To be a role model.
An inspiration. An innovator.
To be a teacher.
Think you can change my life?
Make me excited about science like you.
Have a career that really means something?
Then do it.
I dare you.
Back at Silverdale Stadium. 0-0 through one quarter, but Central Kitsap has a second and, is it the second and goal, isn't it? No, it's first and goal. Second and goal.
It's
from,
second.
Yeah, looking at the far marker there, and it's wrong.
Second down, yeah.
But it's second and less than a yard.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see, what do you do out of the gun here? I say you give it to Refalong. He's been your power, your horse, your man so far tonight. And I called it. He'll slip in for the touchdown.
Yep.
The 1-yard TD run for Refalong, and the Cougars are on top. It's a good sustained drive, not a sustained drive, but taking advantage of the turnover are the Cougars to put some points on the board.
Although they did have a couple costly penalties
on that
drive.
But at least they managed to
Overcome
turn it into something.
it.
Overcome it. There's the word I'm looking for. That's right. Or the phrase. So overcoming adversity, that's what you're talking about here in football. Snap, spot, kick. That kick is not anywhere close. So CK goes, scores first. About 4 seconds into the second quarter, 6-0 Central Kitsap. We'll be right back.
This is Sharon Trask.
And I approve this message.
I'm voting for Sharon Trask because she is a strong candidate that will research her information, verify her facts before coming to a decision.
She's got a really great heart for the community. She's a very smart lady. She cares about her community, and she's got a lot of great background, and I think she'll do great for the county.
Paid for by Sharon Trask for Mason County Commissioner.
6-0, Central Kitsap on top.
Let's see. 22 is back, and number 21, is that correct?
Yeah, Goodwin and Kenyon back about the 15 to receive this kickoff from Tyler Cannon. Sophomore kicker for Central Kitsap. They're on top 6-0 here. Just second quarter just underway here. So if you're a kicker, who do you want to kick it to? Neither one of the guys in the backfield are the furthest back. Say keep it short, but they're going to kick it, looks like Kenyon to the 15, to the 20, cuts it back at the 25, to the 30. He's got some running room, and then he's cut down at the 35 thereabouts.
What a 20-yard return by Jason Kenyon. Nice return.
Well, we know he can be kind of electrifying when he gets that ball, especially when he gets a running start. So McPhee's still in there at QB for Shelton. Bourne goes wide to the far side. Looks like you've got Knight and Oles in the backfield. McPhee under center. They'll pitch it to Oles. Oles cuts it back because the outside was not there. And he gets, well, it's going to lose a yard.
Yeah, I don't think he did not get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah. Those holes are collapsing.
A loss of 1 on the play.
It's called 2nd and 11. Ball back at the 35-yard line. Bourne goes wide to the far side. It's like Hurt in the slot. Knight will step back 1. Hurt in motion into the backfield. A pitch to him. He's going to get outside and can't find any room to run. Got around the corner, but he couldn't turn it up.
No gain on the play.
Hurt didn't. Got back to the line of scrimmage, it looks like.
Yeah, he did. So it makes it 3rd down.
3rd and 11 now. Ball at the 35 of Shelton. So the Highclimbers break the huddle. Looks like McPhee will go under center again. Goodwin in motion.
Fumble
on the exchange.
But it looks like it recovered by the quarterback.
Yeah, McPhee dropped on it. That'll bring up 4th and 11, and I think we'll see De La Sancha out there to kick it away. That's what's happening.
No gain on the play.
So De La Sancha will be getting a workout again tonight, looks like. And you have Nigel Hardy back deep for Central Kitsap, standing about the 32. Snap on target, a little bit of pressure, but De La Sancha gets it away. Picked up at the 31. It's Hardy to the 40, and cut down with a nice grab on the ankles by Jason Kenyon.
Where did he start at on that?
The 32. So give him, looks like
about 12 yards.
Yeah, 12 yards.
Okay.
I'll go with that.
All right.
Put the ball at the 43-yard line. No, that's right. 43 minus 31 is 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. My math teacher would be proud.
He would be proud of you.
Why do you know it wasn't a sheet? Out of the gun will go McGee, back to pass, and he'll pull it back down and take the run, and he's going to keep it across midfield, still on his feet to the 40 before he's pulled down. Nice run.
Very nice run, quarterback keeper, but we do have a flag back there, and I think I know what that indicates.
Yeah, more than likely the hold.
Yeah.
It's coming back. That's the way it seems to be pointing.
Yeah.
Let's see what the guy in the white hat says after he conferences with his cohorts out there. It's a spot foul. Still waiting for that call. Come on, give us the hold. We know it's a hold. Yep, it's a hold, 10 yards from the spot. And that'll put the ball back at the 34. Goal at 1st and 19. McGee will go out of the gun. He's got a back beside him. Back to pass, a little blitz, and down goes McGee. And on the blitz was Dom Monet. Good blitz there, and a loss on the play, a huge amount. Brings up 2nd down. It's like another 15 yards back there. So ball back at the 21 now. Called 2nd and 32. So CK is going backwards.
About a 12-yard loss.
Yeah, I guess to 15. So
15?
Yeah,
15?
no, whatever, it doesn't matter.
15-yard loss.
Yeah, sure, why not? Out of the gun will go McGee. Another little bit of pressure. He dumps it off. It's complete. And that's Refalong. Refalong slips a tackle, gets up inside or outside the 35 to the 37 before he's cut down, but that's not anywhere near enough for the 1st down.
So, punting situation.
Oh, and is it 3rd down?
Now, would you
It's
call
3rd
that
down.
a little screen pass?
It was a screen.
Yeah.
That's 3rd down, so 3rd and
Okay.
it looks like 15 now from the 37.
Yeah.
And now we have a timeout. Is that right? Timeout, Shelton. So we'll take it. We'll be right back. This is Mesa Web TV, powered by HCC. Third and long coming for Central Kitsap. Jerry, the Cougars seem to be going in chunks one way or the other.
Yeah.
Either they do it themselves big ways forward, and then they do it themselves big ways backwards.
The good news, Shelton is doing fairly well on defense. They've got three nice loss, taking the CK back.
So back to pass goes McGee, looks over the middle, got a guy there. It's off the hands, incomplete. And that was Jason Almonte, incomplete, and he had his guy beat.
He did.
I think he was looking at the end zone before he actually got the ball. So that'll bring up the 4th down.
But Shelton's got 3 nice losses on CK. Getting some penetration.
Some penetrations, blitz that are working. Monet had a great tackle there off the corner blitz, and
they were very lucky to get away with an incomplete pass there, though, because it was right in the hands of the receiver. Nice pass.
So it looks like Jason Kenyon back about the 20 to receive this punt. Bobbled on the ball is free, and down goes the punter. Boy, oh boy, that's good field position for the Highclimbers.
Very good. That's about the 4th loss that Shelton has created tonight.
So they give them forward progress up to the 40 or 27, excuse me, and the Highclimbers take over 1st and 10 from the Central Kitsap 27. Good, huge break there on a bobbled snap to the punter, and a huge loss. And now let's see if the Highclimbers can take advantage of this
opportunity
and get into the end zone, which they haven't seen since Montesano in week 2. Under center will go McPhee. Out of the eye. Hand off to Oles. Oles, not much there. busting into the play, number 40, I think it was Colton Van Dyke, 48. No gain on that.
No gain on the play.
So 2nd and 10 coming from the 27. So the question, well, maybe that's not the question. Never mind, I won't ask the question yet.
Okay.
A little early for the question. We'll see. So again, the I formation, Oles at the dot of the I, Monet as a fullback. Hand off to Oles. Oles getting around the edge, banging bodies inside the 25 to about the 23, it looks like.
Okay. So we're going to give him about a gain of about 4 on the play?
Yes. That's good math, Jerry.
Well, I think I had the same teacher.
Well, I don't know. I don't know about that, Jerry. Depends on were you in Alaska at one point in time?
Yeah.
So we got 3rd down and 5 from the 23, 22 actually officially. So handoff again to Oles. Oles trying to find a little bit of room to run around the right side. Not much there. I think he did get a yard out of it to the 21.
Yeah, yes, definitely give him a yard.
So now it's 4th down, and my question was going to be, what is the range of De La Sancha? And I think we're going to see it right here because he's out there to kick a field goal, I'm assuming. So it's going to be a 20, let's see, 30, 37, 38, 38.
Okay.
So 38-yard field goal attempt for Zach De La Sancha. Trevor Myers, the holder. Snap, spot, kick. It's a little short. Good
penetration by CK.
Well, good penetration. I was just saying that the
snap wasn't really
a little bit high, but I was going to say that the mechanics of De La Sancha are there, but the timing wasn't quite there.
Yeah.
So the Cougars are going to take over on the 20. So the Highclimbers cannot capitalize on that bad snap on the punt. So CK will get it at their own 20 for the 1st and 10. Now let's see if the Cougars can get something positive going without kicking themselves or shooting themselves in the foot.
Major penalties, yeah.
Yeah, something like that. McGee hands off to Refalong. Refalong just bursts of speed up to the 30. He's got a 1st down and then a flag at the end of that. 2 flags.
It looks like
we're going to have a face mask on the end of that. And then there's another flag. Oh boy, there's a 3rd flag on the play. So we're might be getting one of those 30-yard penalties here. You know, this happened in a game that North Mason had up here against Clahalia where there was a 30-yard penalty. Similar situation where there's a face mask and unsportsmanlike, and boy.
On that carry, was it good for a 1st down or was it close?
It's 1st down.
Yeah, so let's see what happens with these penalties, if that's going to negate it or.
Well, I'm thinking we're going to have 30 yards added to the end of this run.
Yeah, I think you're right.
But let's see. Let's see what the guys. Well, of course, you're going to refuse that one. Face mask. So, okay, now I'm really confused. So they're going to tack on 15 to that, aren't they?
Yeah, I think so.
So at least the 15. All right.
So now
trying to
they're
remember
going
what
back.
Well, one penalty was a minor penalty.
Yeah, so they declined that one.
They declined that one. And they're going to march to 15 yards. And they're going to spot the ball. Okay, so it's 15-yard penalty.
And I think 2 of those flags might have been just for the same call.
More than likely.
Yeah.
Ball spotted at the 46-yard line for Central Kitsap. 1st and 10 for CK. McGee will go out of the gun with Refalong a step behind it. Whoop. All the way back is not what I wanted out of my camera. Okay. Snap on target, handoff to Refalong. Refalong, big hole in the middle into Highclimber territory. inside the 45, near the 40, call it the 42, 1st and 10.
Gain of 13 on the play.
It's like Griffalong just waits until he gets the ball before he turns on the speed.
He has a quick,
just a burst.
Quick second acceleration. So it's good for another first down. That's the 5th first down for Central Kitsap.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42 of Shelton are the Cougars. It'll be, oh boy, McGee just faked everybody out and he scampers in for a touchdown. Second TD for Central Kitsap on a 42-yard scamper by the quarterback, Elijah McGee. He must have just saw that from the snap. Just had a lane and took it.
Yeah.
See you later, 6 points. So it's 12-0, and they're going to try another point after kick. Tyler Cannon on to kick it. Can see who the holder is. Snap, spot, kick.
No good.
No good, you don't? Oh, he got it through the uprights. Just snuck it through.
You kid me.
No. See, now Eric would have said that was no good too, but it had enough to get over the uprights.
Oh, wow.
So call it 7 points either way, 13-0 CK.
There's a lot going on these days at Maple Glen in Shelton. Come see for yourself by scheduling a tour to view apartments, the beautiful surroundings, activities, and the signature dining room. Maple Glen Senior Living Community, located just 20 minutes north of Olympia at 1700 North 13th Loop in Shelton. They're just feet away from the hospital, medical professionals, and pharmacies. Contact Teresa Gilman, 360-427-0300 to learn more about this exciting living community.
Well, welcome back to Central Kitsap. Central Kitsap's home field at Silverdale Stadium.
And it looks like 21 and 22 are back, and 15.
Kenyon and Goodwin back about the 15. Kenyon far side, Goodwin near side. 13-0 Central Kitsap on top. Kicking it back to the Highclimbers. The run up in the kick. And we kick it over, and Kenyon's going to pick it up about the 8-yard line. Goes to the number, spins at the 15 or outside the 15, and that's about it. So I'm going to spot it at the 18-yard line.
Return of about 11.
Sure. I'll trust you on that one, Jerry.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, I'm surprised they're kicking to Jason Kenyon.
Well, both of them are weapons. I don't know. You might want to think about kicking it shorter, but that's not our decision by any means. Looks like Knight and possibly Oles in the backfield. Goodwin in motion, handoff to Knight. Knight, the big man, rumbling his way to the 25. Give him 7 on that one, Jerry.
Yeah, nice carry by Richard Knight.
Richard Knight? Yeah, Richard Knight. You're right. I don't know why I doubt you. So that was a good positive.
Yeah, was.
7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3 coming. It's a different look here. Same formation it looks like, except Hurt is the extra tight end here. And he'll go in motion. Hand off this time to Oles. Oles, patient, trying to find his lane, can't get anywhere.
Yeah, we got a loss there. Let's see how much.
I'm going to say 21 is where they're going to spot the ball, so.
Loss of about 3 on the play.
Yeah, we'll go 3.
Yeah, and it makes it 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7 from the 22. Approaching 4:20 to go here in the half. 13-0 Central Kitsap. Shelton with the ball. Luke McPhee under center. Goodwin in motion, handoff inside. That's Knight again. And he'll get to the 25 again. He likes that spot, I think. Get to the 25. Richard We're going to give you the ball, get to the 25.
Gain of about 2 on the play.
So 4th and looks like 3 from the 25. De La Sancha's in there to punt it
Hardy
away.
back deep.
Yeah. Looks that way. Up man. Looks like 21. De La Sancha gets in line drive this time. Taken by the up guy. Inside the 50. He's on the outside trying to get inside the 30. Got a man to beat, and he's run out of bounds. I think De La Sancha with the tackle. Yes, he is at the 17-yard line. Let's see. 21 for CK is Felix Rodenhurst on the return.
Gain of
from about the 50.
Yeah.
20. Do we have laundry out there? We do have a flag back at the 30.
Yeah.
I didn't even see that.
Looked like about a 33-yard return if he took it from the 50.
Just inside the 50.
Yeah.
There's a, I don't even know what that was. I couldn't even tell you. It's a personal foul of some sort on Central Kitsap. So gonna march it back from the 29. Doesn't matter really, Jerry. They're gonna negate it. Went out of bounds about the 17, 18-yard line. So okay, head-to-head. Okay, head-to-head hit. I guess is what that is.
So 15-yarder.
Yes, personal foul. Gets the ball back at the 44. I'm gonna have to look at that link that Eric sent me about the descriptions of the new hand signals because I'm lost this year.
So head-to-head, yeah, that makes sense on that one.
So McGee will send 3 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Ruffalong is in the backfield next to him, a step behind, out of the gun. Hand off, nope, he'll dump it off, it's complete. Out there to 83, slips 1 tackle, slips another, and then there's a flag at the end of the play. It was Keel on the reception, number 83. And the flag at the end of the play, and it probably end up tacking on some yardage there, although they're at the spot, so.
And Jason Kenyon made the tackle?
Yeah. So that was a penalty actually on Central Kitsap. That's another 10 yards from that spot. I guess it was a hold. Gonna march back here. Is he going to give us the real call here? Come on. Well, they're going to march it back 10 yards.
It is holding.
It is holding. It goes back to the 47-yard line. 1st and 12, looks like. Quick snap, throw, complete. And on the reception is Zachary Webb. He didn't get much after that catch.
No.
But he gets it near the 41, it looks like. 41.
Looked like about 4 yards on the pass to Webb. That's the 5th pass by Central Kitsap. They've completed 4 of the 5, although most of those have been very short.
Yeah, Almonte couldn't catch that last pass. Incomplete, brings up 3rd down and 7 from the 41 for Central Kitsap. It's 41 of Shelton, I should mention. 3 receivers to the near side. So we might send 1 to the far side.
He's completed 4 of 6. So
Ruffalong is going to be the back of the backfield, and they're going to switch it up a little bit. Single receiver near side, 2 to the far side, 2 in the backfield with McPhee, and he'll pull it out. Oh, I'm sorry, that's back to pass, throws it down the field. It's caught inside the 25. That's Keel.
Yep, number 83.
That's a 1st down.
And that's the 6th 1st down.
So they're going to spot the ball with the 24-yard line.
And how many yards on that one?
Oh, you're going to ask me?
Yeah.
20, close to 20.
Okay.
I'd have to set it down and figure it out. Out of the gun will go McGee. Little stutter step, and that one's batted down, incomplete.
Looked like 84 was the one that batted it down for Shelton, and that was Braden McKinnon. Yeah.
McKinnon.
Nice defense.
Second and 10 from the 24 now. Three receivers far side, one to the near side. Ref along the back next to McGee. McGee will hand it off to Ref along. Big hole in the middle. And he'll run into, and say it's going to be, let's see, Ammon Anderson with the stop there after a short gain.
Gain of about 6 on the play.
Inside the 20 to the 19. 2 minutes to go here in the half.
3rd and 4.
McGee out of the gun. Hand it off to Ref along. Nope, he'll keep it on the read option. And McGee spinning at the 5, gets in there. He broke about 4 tackles,
He
Jerry.
sure did.
Another touchdown. That's the second for Elijah.
18-yard touchdown run. Yes, he did. He broke several.
Yeah, he's spinning. He's an athletic young man. Let's see here. He's a senior, 165-10. So point after coming. See if Cannon can sneak another one over the uprights.
I'm not going to guess this time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Man, watch, he does it perfect this time. Snap in the spot in the kick. That looks good.
Yeah.
I told you that would be
that
perfect.
was solid.
Okay.
That was
solid kick. So it's 20-0. Central Kitsap on top. We'll be right back. This is Mason Webb TV, powered by HCC.
I lost my mother to a drunk driver. She taught me to be kind and good and strong. Be a positive force in a sometimes cruel world. I want to do everything I can to keep Washington a beautiful place. For my children, for your children. Become a Washington State Trooper.
So Elijah McGee runs another one in for a touchdown. It's his second of the night from the ground. His first one was by
42 yards.
42 yards.
This one was 18.
Okay. So a kickoff to the Highclimbers, 1:43 to go in the half. Kenyon has it teed up at the far hash mark on the 40. Kenyon and Goodwin back deep. They're going to kick it over to Kenyon again. Kenyon's going to chase that one, catch it at the 12, go up the sidelines to the 25, to the 30, near the 30 before he's knocked down right there. Just shy of the 30-yard line.
What a 17-yard return. Nice return.
So the Highclimbers will start with the 1st and 10 on their own 34-yard line.
Or no, 29.
Okay. So McPhee will go under center.
I think that's the first time I've ever corrected you.
Yeah. Oh boy, big penetration there, and down goes Luke. Nothing much he can do. Kind of a broken play there. He didn't even know where to go with that ball.
Yeah.
I think the team was thinking something else.
But he did have his forward motion, so so it wasn't too big of a loss. About a 2-yard loss.
Yeah, it looks that way.
Yeah.
2nd and 12 from the 27 now. Clock is running, minute 5 to go here in the half. 20-0 Central Kitsap. Shelton with the ball. Luke McPhee under center. He's got 2 backs beside him. Back to pass. He'll throw it, and incomplete, intended for
84.
Yeah, McKinnon. Stops the clock with 54 seconds to go. Brings up 3rd down.
That's their fourth pass tonight. McPhee has completed 2 of 4 for 15 yards.
Not terrible for a first half of his first start here in the season.
No.
McPhee will go under center again. He has Bourne wide to the far side. Goodwin in the slot and
neutral. They went through the neutral area.
It must be McPhee's hard count there.
Yeah.
So I'll give him 5 yards.
That's about the third time he has drawn them off this half.
And the discussion down there. Let's see, what do we got here, guys?
So we got offside, it looks like.
Yeah. Officially, I think they call that encroachment, but
oh, okay.
Whatever.
Okay.
It's the same 5-yard penalty.
Sure.
All right, so that'll make it 3rd and 7 from the 32 now. Same formation. Pitch this time to Oles. Oles trying to get around the edge. Ooh, he just stood up there at the 30. At 33 of the tackle.
Yes.
Ethan Dodson with a big stick there.
Nice tackle.
And a timeout by CK with 46 seconds. And well, I think we'll just keep it here, Jerry.
Yeah. Okay.
Unless you want to take a step aside. So, Jerry, your impressions with this, I'm going to call this a new look high climber offense, because this is a different formation that we're seeing from the High Climbers than we've seen the first 4 weeks.
I like it.
For the most part, it's different. I mean, they've thrown this formation in a couple of times if my memory serves, but when we're watching them in warm-ups, it's like, this is new, this is different.
I like it. They're mixing it up a lot more. They're not
as predictable.
Right. They're not as predictable. That is correct. And they've already thrown it 4 times, which doesn't seem like a lot, but compared to last week, they only threw it 3 times in the whole game. And they're getting some end rounds and,
getting some positive yards out of it, just not.
And he's using a lot of different backs, too. He's using 4 to 5 backs, which is helpful.
Hardy will be back deep about his 33. De La Sancha on to punt it away at 46 seconds to go.
And I think there's some advantages to using that many backs.
High, nice punt that'll be taken over the head. It's bobbled by Hardy. Ball is free. Oh, the High Climbers have it.
I think they do. Yes, they do.
Jonker jumped on that ball. It squirted out of the hands. The High Climbers get some life here with 35 seconds left.
So that's the first turnover for Central Kitsap.
That was over his head. I don't know what Hardy was thinking. He was trying to catch it over his head and he never really had control of it. Squirted out. It's that greased pig drill, I guess, where it just squirts out there, and Zach was in the right place at the right time.
So each team has had 1 turnover.
1st and 10 from the 39 for Shelton now. Same formation. You've got Monet and Oles in the backfield. Quick, oh boy, ball goes down. Yeah. Oh, scooped up by Central Kitsap. Jared Gamboa with the recovery, nearly scooped it up to score. Wow. Right back, give it right back. Not something you want to do. That's got to drive coaching staffs crazy. You get a break and then lose it again. And that's just more penetration by CK and nothing.
Shelton's had 2 turnovers now, 2 fumbles.
Not much that Shelton could have done with that. Back to pass. This is Floffer. Long pass is in there, and beautiful pass to Elijah McGee. He caught it, thrown by Joshua Floffer. And it's 1st and 10. Boy, that was a huge, huge play. I had everybody napping, including me.
So who was the quarterback on that?
Number 3.
Number 3.
Number 3 with the throw. Okay. Number 11 with the catch. Wow.
How many yards?
From the 50.
Okay.
Nah, I don't know. 50 to 11.
Yeah, so 39 yards.
Okay, wow. Got another timeout here. That was a surprising hit there. 23 seconds to go, and CK is knocking on the door again. We do have a timeout as we're trying to organize what we're doing here.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine what you're going through.
That's the eighth first down for CK, and a 39-yard pass to
Elijah
from
McGee.
one quarterback to another.
Quarterback. Right, that was not expected. I was trying to figure out who was the quarterback on that play, and they snapped it real quick, and boom, it was a beautiful pass.
Yeah, Joshua Flogger was the one that threw the pass.
So McGee will get back in the quarterback, his usual spot. He'll go, looks like he might even go out of, oh, no, he's going to step back out of the gun. It's more like a pistol formation. 2 receivers near side, 1 to the far side. Rough along the back, he gets the ball on the handoff. Nice play right there, pulling him down. And that was Zach Jonker with the tackle, and a loss of 2 on that one, and a timeout is taken. I think we will take one. We'll be right back. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Hi, I'm Dan Griffey, your legislator and local firefighter. Today we all come together to cheer on our players. And like them, we are a team. Like a team, we work together to do good for our community. I want you to know that I fight for each and every one of you, for a bright future full of opportunities, for you to leave your mark on the world. You are strong, and we are stronger together.
Paid for by
Griffey's First State House Campaign.
"16 seconds to go here in the half."
That's the 4th loss that the Shelton defense has created tonight, so they're getting some penetration.
So 2nd down and 12 from the 13-yard line for Central Kitsap. It's a Shelton 13. McGee will go out of the gun. He's got 2 receivers far side, 1 to the near side. Rough along the back beside him. And back to pass will go McGee. Looking to the middle, just off the hands. Was that Keel? I think that was Keel.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's Keel. He's been one of his favorite targets here tonight.
It is.
Okay. So 3rd down. From the 13, 12 seconds to go here in the half. So Zach Webb will be the man on the far side. Keel in the, closest to the slot. And then Guevara in between them. Back to pass will go McGee. McGee looking there, throws it a little short, dropped at the very end there, leaning back. I'm trying to think who that was or see who that was.
Looks like we have time for one more play.
It looks that way.
CK does. Let's see, what down is it? 4th
down.
and 12? Okay.
Looks like we're going to get a field goal attempt here.
Okay. Number 14.
Yeah, Cannon.
Tyler Cannon.
Looks like it's going to be a 31-yarder, or 31-yard field goal attempt. Snap, spot, kick. It's got the distance. Is it accurate enough? Yes, it is. Tack on 3 more with 3 seconds to go. It's now 23-0. We'll be right back.
I admit, I did try another TV provider. It sounded like a great deal, but I quickly realized it wasn't. When I read the fine print, I was locked into a long-term contract with a huge cancellation fee. So I came back to HCC. They're more reliable, the service is local, and I save, bundling internet and phone with them too. And I'm a lot happier now.
Great service from a local company. Stay with HCC.
Well, there's 3 seconds to go here in the half. Central Kitsap adds 3 more to their total, giving them 23. Shelton has yet to score, but they've been able to move the ball, and that's a very positive thing.
Much better tonight.
Yeah. So Cannon has it teed up at the 40.
And mixing it up more.
I would expect a little squib kick here, but you never know. That's what I would expect. 3 seconds. The run up and the kick. It's high, but a little bit short. It's going to bounce, and Kenyon will pick it up about the 20, get to the 30, and the clock will run out on him.
About an 8-yard return for Kenyon.
And that'll do it for the half. So at halftime, Central Kitsap 23, Shelton nothing. We'll take a timeout. We'll be right back with the Maple Glen Senior Living halftime show in just a moment. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
This is your brain. This is drugs. This is your brain on drugs. Any questions?
Yeah, I have questions.
Prescription drugs aren't as bad as street drugs, right?
Weed's legal, isn't it?
Drinking is worse than smoking weed.
Isn't it? Why
Is heroin so addictive?
Molly just makes you feel happy.
I have questions.
Mom?
Dad, did you ever try drugs?
They're going to ask. Be ready. Go to drugfree.org. A message from Partnership for Drug-Free Kids.
Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, wants to help voters make informed decisions this election season by broadcasting candidate events. At 7, September 24th, the North Mason Chamber of Commerce and the North Mason Community Voice are holding a debate at the Hub in Belfair. At 6:30, October 4th, the League of Women Voters of Mason County is holding their Speed Dating Candidates Forum in Mason County POD 3's auditorium. And at 5:30, October 9th, the Shelton Mason County Chamber of Commerce is holding a candidates forum at Olympic Middle School in Shelton. Everyone is welcome to attend in person or online.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Getting that college education? What?
There's always something happening at Maple Glen Senior Living Community in Shelton. From art bazaars and farmers markets to art lectures and wedding receptions, this award-winning community has something for everyone. Caring staff, unbelievable meals, unmatched accommodations, and a signature dining room, all at one location, 1700 North 13th Loop in Shelton. Maple Glen is only feet away from the hospital, medical professionals, and pharmacies. Stop by for Sunday brunch or call Teresa to schedule a tour to view apartments at Maple Glen Senior Living Community in Shelton.
The living room. It's a great place to watch TV. Just like your backyard, break time at the office, or waiting for your ride. Now you can watch TV everywhere. Stream your favorite shows or live TV from many channels in your cable package on any computer, tablet, or smartphone. It's all included in Hood Canal Communications TV service for no extra cost. Sign up to watch TV everywhere today. Call or visit Hood Canal Communications online to learn more.
Halftime at Silverdale Stadium. Central Kitsap 23, Shelton nothing. We'll get into the statistics from Jerry Apple in a moment. But a lot of positives came out of the first half as the Highclimbers were able to actually move the ball, as opposed to something they did not accomplish against Peninsula last week. They did get a couple of key players back. But we're missing another key player. Still a mystery of why. Quarterback change and no Skylar Cook, but Luke McPhee has done an outstanding job, and we'll get into the statistical end of that. No pressure, Jerry. I'm going to take another break, so just keep doing your addition. And really the question now is how can the Highclimbers stop Refalong and McGee? Because those are really the two guys that have done the damage so far for Central Kitsap. We'll get into the statistical end of that in a moment. At the halftime score, Central Kitsap 23, Shelton nothing. We'll be right back with Jerry Apple stats after this.
This is Sharon Trask.
And I approve this message.
Why am I voting for Sharon Trask? Because she's got a really great heart for the community. She's a very smart lady. She cares about her community, and she's got a lot of great background, and I think she'll do great for the county.
I believe she will be a trustworthy office holder who will look to put Mason County on a firm footing as we move into the future.
Paid for by Sharon Trask for Mason County Commissioner.
That's my neighbor Joe. Hey, Joe.
Hey, John.
Joe's about to make a big mistake. Hey, Joe, I think it might be a good idea to call 811 to have the utilities marked before you start digging.
I'm not digging very deep. It's no big deal.
No big deal.
Dad, the TV's out. Internet too.
Remember, safe digging always starts with a free call to 811. Oh, what a knucklehead.
There's always something happening at Maple Glen Senior Living Community in Shelton. From art bazaars and farmers markets to art lectures and wedding receptions, this award-winning community has something for everyone. Caring staff, unbelievable meals, unmatched accommodations, and a signature dining room, all at one location, 1700 North 13th Loop in Shelton. Maple Glen is only feet away from the hospital, medical professionals, and pharmacies. Stop by for Sunday brunch or call Teresa to schedule a tour to view apartments at Maple Glen Senior Living Community in Shelton.
Hi, I'm Dan Griffey, your legislator and local firefighter. Today we all come together to cheer on our players. And like them, we are a team. Like a team, we work together to do good for our community. I want you to know that I fight for each and every one of you, for a bright future full of opportunities, for you to leave your mark on the world. You are strong, and we are stronger together.
Paid for by
Griffey for State House Campaign.
Back at Silverdale Stadium. I forgot where I was there for a minute, Jerry. I was going to say Highclimbers Stadium, but it's Silverdale Stadium. Central Kitsap 23, Shelton nothing. Statistically, Jerry, what do you got on those pages?
Well, Central Kitsap has 8 first downs. They have on the ground, on rushing, they have 17 carries for 106 yards. And in the air, they've completed 6 of 10. So they have a total of 187 yards. 81 on the ground. 106 on the ground and 81 in the air. Fairly balanced attack for a total of 187 yards. Central Kitsap has been a little self-destructive. They've had 75 yards in penalties. And they had 1 fumble, and that was recovered by Shelton. So they've had 1 turnover. As far as scoring summaries, the first touchdown for Central Kitsap was by number 30, Alex Riffalong. He had a 1-yard touchdown, and the point after attempt was no good. That made it 6-0. That was the first play into the second quarter.
That's right, 4 seconds
in.
And
then we had a 42-yard run, touchdown, run by number 11, Isaiah McGee.
Isaiah, I guess it's Isaiah.
Yeah, Isaiah.
I'm sorry. No, it's Elijah, excuse us. Elijah McGee.
I was right, okay.
Elijah.
McGee, the quarterback, had a 42-yard touchdown run, and the point after attempt was good by Tyler Cannon. That made it 13-0. And then we had a 18-yard touchdown run by Elijah McGee, and the point after attempt by Tyler Cannon was good. So he was 2 for 3 on his point after attempts, and then of course he kicked the field goal.
31 yards.
Yeah, and that made it 23-0. For Shelton, they had 3 first downs, equivalent to what they had in the first game, or the last game they had last week against Peninsula. So they have 3 first downs in the first half. They had 21 carries for 38 yards, and that would be a little bit, that's a little misperceiving, a little bit, not quite
disjointed maybe?
Yeah, because, I'm having to think of a word here. So we're even now, but we had several losses that kind of dropped that total down. We had 5 losses. So they would have had close to 50 yards if it had been for those 5 losses. As far as rushing, it was 21 carries for 38 yards. The quarterback tonight for the Highclimbers, Lou McPhee, who is a senior, was 2 for 4 for 15 yards. So if you add the 38 yards on the ground and the 15 yards in the air, they had a 53 yards total, which is much better than last week. Unfortunately, they had 2 turnovers. Both of them were fumbles recovered by CK. And one of those, unfortunately, Shelton had the ball on the 30-yard line of CK. And I thought, well, maybe they got a good chance of scoring. but unfortunately that did not materialize. I think there was a
fumble. Yeah, it was a defensive pressure, and McPhee had nowhere to go, and he was stripped of the ball. And,
that was unfortunate.
Yeah, right after the bad snap on a punt.
Yeah, and Shelton has had some penalties tonight. They've got 65 yards in penalties, 2 turnovers. And I think one of the bright moments tonight, Jason Kenyon has returned the ball 3 times off of the kickoffs by CK. His longest run, of course, was 20 yards. I think that was his first run back. So Shelton's playing better tonight. The penalties, the 2 turnovers, I've heard them a little bit. Plus, Central Kitsap has 2 real quick
athletic players.
Actually, they have a 3rd one, and that's number 83. They're in. So they got 3 really pretty good athletes.
Well, it's more than that. They have good protection, although Shelton has been able to penetrate a bit.
Yeah,
and
5 times.
5 times,
5
right?
times, yeah.
Get into the backfield and force a loss. But still, I mean, he's got how many for McGee? How many yards does he have passing? Did you have that?
Yeah, for McGee, yes.
Yeah.
I do, and or McPhee. For McPhee or McGee?
McGee for Central Kitsap.
For Central Kitsap?
Yeah.
Well, he had 5 for 9.
Okay.
And he, of course, that last one was thrown by number 3 to him.
So he has a reception as well. But I want to know. But my point here is he's pretty decent with his passes.
Yeah.
5 for 9. That's better than 50% out of a high school quarterback. Yeah. That's not terrible.
5 for 9. Yeah.
I'll take that.
And he's had, if you subtract the 81 yards minus the 39, he most of those passes have been fairly short. Then he's 42 yards on his passes, 5 for 9. And of course, number 3 hooked up a nice pass for 39 yards to him.
Right. That was surprising to everybody, including us here in the in the booth.
It was.
Well, we're going to take another timeout. We'll be back with more of the Maple Glen Senior Living halftime show from Silverdale Stadium. I'm surprised we don't have a performance out here. I always like the performance. There's nothing going on out here in the field.
I haven't seen anything.
There's not going to happen today. It doesn't look like it. If they haven't done it by now, it's not going to happen.
Do you have a bottle of water?
I certainly do. I'll get you that in a minute. We'll be right back. This is Mason Web TV powered by HCC.
Neighbors help each other. It's how community works, and it's how we do business at Hood Canal Communications. We know you count on us for value-priced internet, TV, and phone service, backed by friendly local support. Your hard-earned dollars stay right here as we invest in our community, our people, and smart technology. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected while being a good neighbor.
Hello, I'm Sharon Trask, and I'm running for Mason County Commissioner. I've lived in Shelton for the last 14 years. During this time, I've gotten to know and love Mason County and the people who live here. When I decided to run for Commissioner, I knew this was the perfect opportunity to give back to a community that has been so good to me and my family. I'm humbled that so many of you have given me your support and love. I'm asking for your vote in November.
Paid for by Sharon Trask for Mason County Commissioner.
There's a lot going on these days at Maple Glen in Shelton. Come see for yourself by scheduling a tour to view apartments, the beautiful surroundings, activities, and the signature dining room. Maple Glen Senior Living Community, located just 20 minutes north of Olympia at 1700 North 13th Loop in Shelton. They're just feet away from the hospital, medical professionals, and pharmacies. Contact Teresa Gilman, 360-427-0300 to learn more about this exciting living community.
Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, wants to help voters make informed decisions this election season by broadcasting candidate events. At 7, September 24th, the North Mason Chamber of Commerce and the North Mason Community Voice are holding a debate at the Hub in Belfair. At 6:30, October 4th, the League of Women Voters of Mason County is holding their Speed Dating Candidates Forum in Mason County POD 3's auditorium. And at 5:30, October 9th, the Shelton Mason County Chamber of Commerce is holding a candidates forum at Olympic Middle School in Shelton. Everyone is welcome to attend in person or online.
There's so many great things about life in Mason County, and Hood Canal Communications is proud to be one more. Headquartered in Union, we offer the speed and reliability your family needs, backed by hometown service and support. Whether you need to just check email or power all those Wi-Fi devices around your home, HCC has the right package for you. Stop by one of our friendly offices, call or visit hcc.net to learn more. Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected.
Back at Silverdale Stadium. Diedrich Allen and Jerry Apple at the top of the stands, all the way up above the field, I should say. 23-0 our halftime score. Central Kitsap on top of Shelton. But some positives to take away from the first half for Shelton by far.
Definitely, yes.
And we'll just leave you hanging after that. The Highclimbers able to move the ball. Haven't gotten to the end zone. They got closer.
They got down to the 30 one time.
Right.
I'm not sure if they were any closer.
They did attempt a field goal, 31-yard. I think it was 30.
Yeah, I think it was a little pressure.
Yeah, it was just short.
Snap. Yeah.
Just short for Del Sancho, but that's the most offense we've seen out of the Highclimbers in a couple of weeks, actually.
Yes.
And it's not an easy road on their schedule. We're just about a minute away from the third quarter. Shelton should get the ball to start the third quarter. And you see a lot more enthusiasm out of the Highclimbers tonight as well. But a tough task ahead of them. Try to play from behind is not easy.
And Olds has had over 20 yards.
Okay.
Couple losses, but positive yards, 21, 22 yards. And he's only a sophomore, and
right.
I'm looking forward to seeing him in the next couple of years. Runs hard.
He develops as a running back.
And it's nice to have Trevor Meyer back.
Right.
Or is it Troy Goodwin?
Troy Goodwin is back. It's interesting to me that he's not in one of the halfback positions, getting the ball handed off him. They've used him on a couple of sweeps. The sweeps haven't really worked.
But at least they are showing a lot of different things.
Right, they are.
I mean, there's more tonight. There's
more to it than we expected.
I want to say diversity. I've lost
diversity.
Yeah. Or you're rubbing off on me.
I know. I guess so. Have we transplanted brains? I don't know. Okay, we're about ready to get this third quarter kicked off. Just waiting for the teams to get out there. The Highclimbers will get the ball to start the third quarter, trailing 23-0. Let's see if they can build on what they had in the first half and see if they can finish a drive. Let's put it that way.
Maybe there's a reason why I'm not teaching high school English anymore.
Well, we're still waiting for something. Okay, here come the Highclimbers.
Okay.
Looks like Goodwin will go back deep. And in tandem with Kenyon. Oh, looks like you got Knight coming out there. Okay, Kenyon is going to come to the near side. Goodwin will go to the far side. You've got Knight, you've got Oles, you've got Hurt.
He's got 5 back.
And I've got 5 back. Well, the kickoffs have been pretty short.
Except for the first, there was one that was 50.
Right.
The kickoffs, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, kickoffs have been relatively short. So now they're going to spread them out a little bit more. So Cannon has it teed up the near hash mark at the 40.
Cannon did have a real nice punt at 50 yards.
So here we go with the third quarter. 23-0 CK on top. They're going to kick that one short. Hurt's going to take it at the 25. Get to the 30. Try to get outside. 40 now before he's knocked down across the 44. I think is going to where they're going to spot it. But Charles Hurt with a good return. 15 yards?
Yeah, 15, 17 yards.
Okay.
Yeah, nice return.
They're going to spot the ball at the 43. First and 10 for Shelton. And, that's decent starting field position for the Climbers. Camera doing that back out thing on me. There we go. Maybe it's time for new cameras, Jerry. All right, same formation. Goodwin out of that double tight end. He goes in motion. Hand off to Knight. Oh, he's just stuck right there at the line of scrimmage. Boy, oh boy. It was like hitting a wall. Did get a yard, though. That was hard fought yard. Kind of looked like one of those car crashes where they hit a concrete barrier and just stop.
We'll give him a yard.
I'm giving him a yard.
He earned that yard.
He earned it. 2nd and 9 from the 44 now. Bourne comes wide below us. This is Jonker in motion. He'll take the pitch, try to get by the guy, and he'll get around the edge.
Yeah.
That's the first positive yards out of that, or bigger positive yards out of that
end
formation.
around.
Yeah, end around. Jonker gets up to the 48. Give him 4. So 3rd down.
And 5?
Yeah, looks like it. 3rd and 5 for the Highclimbers. Opening drive here in the third quarter.
That end around was the most productive one, I think, for the game for us.
So far. Wait for that higher gear to kick in, I think.
Yeah.
Goodwin will go into that end position. Boren below us, wide out. Alls with the handoff. He's got some speed, trying to get around the edge. Gets to the 50, bangs body, knocked out of bounds. I think Hardy on the tackle. No, actually, it was Elijah Davis on the tackle. Short.
Oh, yeah, they're going to spot it short. Gain of about 4 on the play by Oles.
The 4th and 2 from the 49 of Central Kitsap. We're on the Cougar side of the field now. Clock is stopped at 10:22 to go.
And they're going to go for it. That's good.
So 4th and a couple. Short 2, long 1, depending on your outlook. Going to spread it out a little bit. Hurt will go in that double tight spot. Hard count. Hurt will go in motion. Handoff to Knight. Oh, he just got stuck there after the handoff, right at the 50. Wow.
Loss of 1 on the play.
It's the same kind of tackle there. Knight it's just like he got his legs just knocked out of him after the handoff. So midfield, the ball will go over to Central Kitsap.
Right at the 50.
Right at the 50. So let's see, what do we have here? A new quarterback in there. This is Floffer at the QB spot. Look for that long pass and slips one tackle. Is going to go deep and broken up. Nice defense by Trevor Meyer breaking that play up. That's the same one they had the big gain on, and that was to Elijah McGee.
Yeah. Now is Elijah in at?
He's in at one of the receiver spots.
Okay. Which makes sense with his speed.
With his speed, and yeah, I'm very surprised at how fast he actually is. And he'll take over quarterback. So that's the second pass for, is it Flogger? Flogger, it's Flogger. Yeah. Number 3, Joshua Flogger. That's he's 1 for 2. Not a bad percentage either.
No.
And on the keeper is McGee. McGee trying to find some room, just patiently looking for a hole that doesn't develop.
Might have got 1 on the play.
Yeah, give him 1. Got to the other side of the 50. So McGregor on the tackle there. So it's now 3rd and 9 at the 49. That's the Shelton 49. Central Kitsap with the ball. McGee will go out of the gun again. He's got 3 receivers on this near side, 1 on the far side. Refalong, the guy beside him. Back to pass, dump it off to Refalong. Refalong with a reach over catch, got the first down. Scampers up the sideline inside the 30, spinning to the 20, near the 25. Wow. Jason Kenyon on the tackle there.
24-yard pass play.
That was a touchdown saving tackle by Kenyon, though, because Refalong was looking for that end zone again.
Ninth first down.
Ball spotted at the 26-yard line, 1st and 10 for Central Kitsap, trying to add on to their 23-0 lead. 9:20 and counting on that third quarter clock. Out of the gun with max protection for McGee. It's got a receiver on one side, this near side. Handoff inside this time. And it looks like 20, Joshua Willis on the carry. Positive yards. Give him 6, 7. Might even be 8. No, give him 7.
His number?
28.
Yep, Joshua Willis. Okay.
And off to Refalong. Refalong dancing his way to the first down marker inside 13 to about the 12 maybe. Now they'll spot at the 12. That's first down.
It's a Cougar. First down.
10th first down.
Trevor Meyer on the stop for the Highclimbers.
So,
and Trevor Meyer on the stop.
Central Kitsap knocking on the door yet again in that red zone. McGee will send 1 to the far side, 2 to the near side. Max protection again. 2 backs beside him out of the gun. Highclimbers showing blitz. Snap on, hand it off. Short gain. I think that was Refalong on the carry. Actually, it's 28 on the carry. Joshua Willis. That's what I thought. Maybe giving Refalong a little bit of a breather, although he's out there.
Give about 2 yards on the play.
Yeah, to the 10.
2nd and 8.
And off to Refalong. Refalong just kind of hops it up as a fake and a pass and inside the 5 is Willis.
Boy, they had us faked out there.
That had me faked out. I mean, I was looking at the hopping running back of Refalong, and he didn't even have the ball. Willis on the reception. That is short of the first down by a yard and a half.
And
so
the pass was completed to Willis.
Yep. So 2nd and 2, or 2nd and 1. Refalong with the handoff. The time he dances to the outside. I think he got into another touchdown. 30 on the carry.
4-yard touchdown run.
So it's Cannon coming on for another point after attempt. And the holder is Flogger. The point after. High snap, put down nicely. That one's up and in, and good.
Yeah, 3 for 4 on his point after attempts.
So 30-0, Central Kitsap on top. We'll take a timeout. We'll be right back. It's Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Slow down.
Slow down and move over.
And move over.
When you see lights,
vests, or reflectors,
please give us some room. Slow down and move over.
When you need us,
we've got your back.
Do you have ours?
You got our back?
You got ours? You got our back?
Please, slow down
and move over.
$7:10 to go, third quarter, 30-0. Central Kitsap on top of Shelton, about ready to kick it back to the Climbers.
Tyler Connor doing the kickoff.
So you got the tandem of Goodwin and Kenyon back deep to receive this kickoff from Cannon. There's a run up and the kick. This one again a little bit, well, it's going to be taken at the 12 by Kenyon. Kenyon to the 25, excuse me, to the 30, across the 30, and a good return.
Nice return. I would say probably 20 yards again.
Yeah, 20 yards again.
Yeah.
He's been pretty consistent on his returns.
He has. That's the second 20-yard return.
So 33-yard line's where the Highclimbers will start. First and 10 there. McPhee barking out instructions to that in that huddle. Bourne comes wide to the near side. Looks like a Goodwin off the lineup. Pitch to Oles. Oles trying to get around the edge, cuts it back a little bit, still trying to get outside, trying to find something, gets to the line of scrimmage, might have gotten a yard depending on the
spot. He got a little push there at the end.
At the end, I don't think he got much.
No.
That's a lot of running for Josiah.
No yards.
And no gain. I see what's missing here. Got something missing from my camera, my tripod. That's what fell off in the car. Interesting. Okay, I'll have to track that down. It's in the back of the car, I'm sure. So 2nd and 10 from the 33 for the Highclimbers. Oh, they're going to get a penalty of a false start on the Highclimbers. I was wondering why this tripod was so easy to move. I can't tighten it up. Got a knob missing right here. That's what that, yeah, now I know what that little screw was.
So first penalty of this half for the Highclimbers.
So it makes it 2nd and 15, ball back at the 28-yard line. They'll wind the clock. 6:15 and counting. Anthony Bourne comes wide to the near side. Anthony hasn't had anything come his way yet tonight. McPhee under center.
No, he hasn't.
Pitch to Goodwin. Goodwin turned, got back to the line of scrimmage. No, actually, he didn't get back to the line of scrimmage. It'd be a loss of a couple back at the 26.
Troy Goodwin on the carry for the Highclimbers.
Loss of about 4 on the play.
So 3rd and 17 from the 26.
Been a bigger loss than that. Okay, probably 6 then.
And we have a timeout on Shelton's part. We'll take it. We'll be right back. This is Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
Hello, I'm Sharon Trask. I've been asked why I'm running for Mason County Commissioner. That's an easy one. My kids and grandkids. When I reflect on what I would like to see Mason County look like in 10 years, I see a robust economy, safe streets, and happy kids. This will only happen if we act today to make sound decisions and to entice businesses back into our county. Mason County has everything we need to entice business. We need proven leadership to get us there. With your help, we can achieve all this and more. I'm asking for your vote in November.
Third and 17 for Shelton Highclimbers. They're back at their own 26-yard line. A lot of yardage to make up here. 3rd and long.
Yeah.
Not something you really want to do when you're trailing 30-0.
You're almost forced to pass. Although they've only thrown it 2 times or 4 times.
Goodwin in motion, back to pass goes McPhee. He'll throw it out. Oh, almost intercepted, threw right into the hands. I can't see what the number is on that young gentleman for the black jersey. But it brings up 4th down. I don't even have a clue who that was.
Yeah.
I think it might have been in the 30s.
Well, let's hope Zach Delachancha can get a nice
one of his
punt.
boomerang punts out there. Got Hardy back deep, about the 37. Delachancha with, not a very good kick.
But it's going to take a roll for Shelton.
Yeah, it's going to roll up inside the 40 and to the 35, and that's where Bourne will grab it and down it to the 35.
39-yard punt. Nice roll.
Good roll, and something that looked like it was really kind of went off of Zach's foot funny.
Yeah.
But it ended up rolling in a positive way for the Highclimbers.
Yep.
Central Kitsap will take over on their own 35. First and 10, 5:12 to go here, third quarter, leading 30-0. And looks like McGee is out there in the gun. Got 3 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. I'm assuming that's Ruffalong beside him. Back to pass. Throws over the middle. Ooh, almost a nice catch there, just off the chest, actually, number 7.
That's a second or third drop pass. This percentage should be a little higher.
So it brings up 2nd and 10 from the 35 for McGee.
Yeah, that
and
one should have
CK.
been caught.
Well, I don't know if he just looked up and it was there. It just kind of hit his chest.
Uh-huh.
And it might have just came a little quicker than he expected on his route. Same formation this time. We'll hand it off to the reliable Ruffalong, and he'll get the first down.
Yeah. That's the 11th first down for CK, and we'll give him about a 12-yard carry on that.
Yep. So first and 10 from the 47 now. A little bit of a hurry up for CK.
He's picked up 86 yards on 14 carries. So he's having a good night.
So out of the gun will go McGee again. Hand it off to Ruffalong. Ruffalong spinning his way to the 40. That's the Shelton 40, near the 40. 41 actually where they'll stop it.
So we're going to give it another 12-yard run.
Well, when you have a man who runs like Alex Ruffalong.
Yeah, he's got 98 yards now.
Yeah, well, he's got to be averaging 10 yards a carry.
He almost is. He's had that, yeah, I would say close.
Pretty close. Another handoff. Ruffalong again. He didn't get 12, he got 5 to the 36. Just give it. He just kind of puts his head down and runs forward sometimes. Other times he's dancing around trying to find a hole.
He just went over the century mark. 103 yards now for him.
Wasn't looking. Alex Sandberg.
Alex Sandberg.
Oh, we're just getting some plays out there. First down pass to Elijah Davis inside the 30 to the 28. Trying to find out who's doing stuff, trying to help out spotters, and we're losing sight of the game. So first and 10 for CK at the Shelton 28. McGee again out of the gun. He's got 3 receivers to the near side. Hand off to Ruffalong. Ruffalong gets to the outside to the 20 to 15 to the 10. Gonna drag Jason Kenyon out of bounds at the 5. Wow, inside the 5 to the 3 is where they're gonna spot him out of bounds.
23-yard run.
Jason had a hold of him about the 10-yard line.
Yeah.
And just drug him 6 yards. Wow,
23-yard run, and that is the 14th first down for CK.
First and goal, a direct snap. I didn't even see who got it. It's a touchdown. Oh, it was Ruffalong with the touchdown run of 4 yards, or 2 yards. 3 yards.
3-yard touchdown run.
Wow.
By number 30.
I don't know if I was watching McGee on that play, and he just kind of faked like he had the ball.
Uh-huh.
I think it was a direct snap to Ruffalong.
Uh-huh.
So Cannon on to kick the point after. Very funny angle I have this camera at for some reason. So CK, bad snap there. The ball is loose, picked up and down. That's a bad low snap on that one. So the point after fails, but the damage has been done 36-0, and the CK on top. Will be right back. It's Mason Webb TV, powered by HCC. Back here at Silverdale Stadium, 36-0 is our score. CK on top of Shelton, about ready to kick it back to the Highclimbers. Consistently, Cannon has been kicking it to Kenyon on the near side. Wondering when they're going to switch it up and see what Goodwin can do. Kenyon will take it at about the 13, go straight up the hash marks, get up to the 35-yard line. So yet again, another about 20 yards. Closer to 18 this time, but pretty close to 20 yards. Again, consistency on Jason's part.
20 yards, 20 yards, 20 yards, and 17 yards twice. So
go.
He's averaging about 16 yards on each return.
So 1st and 10 for Shelton on their own 35-yard line. Trying to keep a positive flow going here for the Highclimbers. I'm watching Luke McPhee in the huddle, and he is very specific in directing his signal calling to each one of the guys. Taking a lot of time this time. Probably going to get a quick snap on this. A little tighter on the formation.
He's been drawing them off, especially the first half. He did a good job of that.
Yeah, little tighter on the formation this time, and they didn't get the play off. They were. I was wondering about. They just didn't have the snap count. It's going to be delay a game, and that was a quarterback sneak all the way, I think. So delay game penalty and marching back 5 yards.
So 75 yards in total penalties.
Be 1st and 15 from the 30 now. So let's see if Luke will be a little bit more
passing.
Well, I don't know.
Down the field.
Well, I was thinking he's more diligent in getting everybody out of the huddle. Well, they're going to do the quarterback sneak again and just push the line, and he got 7 yards. Yeah, I'll give him 6. Looks like they're going to get it to the 36-yard line. That was the same play they had drawn up the last time. Interesting little zone push there.
Yeah. Playing a little rugby now.
Not quite, but not quite. Close, though.
Yeah.
So 2nd and 9 now from the 36. Same formation now for the Highclimbers. Handoff to inside. That's Goodwin on the handoff. Trying to dance his way up for a couple yards. Get up to the 39. Give him 3.
Yep.
Oh boy, that's interesting spot there. Still give him 3. Ball spotted closer to the 39 and the 38.
So we're looking at 3rd down and 7.
Well, if you don't go with a 1st and 15, you're moving a little bit better. Under center again, handoff to Kenyon. Kenyon trying to cut it up the field. Gets across the 40 to the 42 on the carry.
Gain of about 4 on the play.
Sure, I'll go with that. Be 4th and 3.
On the stop for the Cougars brings up 4th down.
And what do we have, a timeout? We do.
I think it's the second timeout for the Highclimbers.
Yeah. Timeout, Shelton. We'll take it. We'll be right back to Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.
There's always something happening at Maple Glen Senior Living Community in Shelton. From art bazaars and farmers markets to art lectures and wedding receptions, this award-winning community has something for everyone. Caring staff, unbelievable meals, unmatched accommodations, and a signature dining room, all at one location, 1700 North 13th Loop in Shelton. Maple Glen is only feet away from the hospital, medical professionals, and pharmacies. Stop by for Sunday brunch or call Teresa to schedule a tour to view apartments at Maple Glen Senior Living Community in Shelton.
Fourth down, 3 to go for the Shelton Highclimbers. Silverdale Stadium. 1:27 to go in the third quarter. 36-0 Central Kitsap. We got to pick up this first down out of the fourth down situation for the Highclimbers. They need to get 3 yards. We've got Bourne on the far side, coming out of the sideline huddle. McPhee will go under center. Now there's the second back. I was waiting for the back to come out in the backfield. You've got Knight and Goodwin in the backfield. Pitch to Goodwin, trying to get around the outside. Gets around the outside edge. It's first down to the midfield, and he bangs heads and into Cougar territory. You know, I could have called that from way before. When you put 21 in the backfield, you're going to give him the ball. So Troy Goodwin with the. We have a flag. We do. Oh boy. I didn't even see that. So holding about the 41. So boy, that'll be a punt.
Yeah, and that's too bad because I think that was the longest run from scrimmage tonight. Nice carry negated by the holding.
Puts the ball back at the 31. So it's 4th and 14 now. So Hardy will go back deep, and Rodenhurst will be an up man about the 45.
And
Hardy's at the
Sancho.
Yeah, he'll get a high one.
Oh
off.
boy.
It's a high punt.
Yeah, look at the roll.
Boy,
nice
look at
roll. Nice roll.
Be inside the 30. And Bourne down at the 28-yard line, and that's where
42-yard punt.
That's where CK will take over. So 1:01 to go, third quarter. Central Kitsap gets the ball back on their own 28-yard line, 1st and 10.
Yeah, Zach's had several nice punts tonight, but with the help of a couple nice rolls.
Good rolls on this turf.
Yeah.
Last week before the game, I talked to a coach, speaks about Zach's performance, and he's very impressed with what he's done. Handoff straight up the middle. As that Ruffalong again with the carry. Yep, it looks like it. Yep. To the 33-yard line.
Gain of 4 on the play.
Sure.
He
Second
has
and 6.
19 carries for 133 yards.
So out of the gun again. Miguel McGee gets man in motion. That's Guevara, and McGee will keep it. Spinning across the 45, still on his feet to the near the 50. And at the bottom of the pile is Alex Sandberg. So I'm going to give him credit for the tackle.
I'm going to give him about 14 yards on that play. And that was, that's the 15th first down for CK. And a nice run.
Yeah, well, ball spotted right at the 50-yard line. And we'll let the quarter run out. So we hit the triple zeros on the clock. We head to the fourth quarter. Central Kitsap on top, 36-0. We'll be right back with the fourth quarter.
Frustrated by rising cable prices? You're not the only one. As your local cable TV provider, we work hard to give you the channels you want to watch the local news, enjoy family night, and cheer on your favorite sports team. We also fight to keep your rates fair, but at the negotiating table, large corporate broadcasters demand higher fees for their programming. As TV viewership goes down, broadcast rates continue to go up. It's not fair. None of us should cover their losses. Visit keeptheconnections.com for more information on how we're working for you.
Hi, I'm Dan Griffey, your legislator and local firefighter. Today we all come together to cheer on our players. And like them, we are a team. Like a team, we work together to do good for our community. I want you to know that I fight for each and every one of you, for a bright future full of opportunities, for you to leave your mark on the world. You are strong, and we are stronger together.
Paid for by
Griffey First State House Campaign.
So we switch sides of the field. Fourth quarter starts. 1st and 10 from the 50 for Central Kitsap. McKee with a quick dump off, and he dropped the ball, went right to Guevara, and just didn't have a handle on it. Dropped the pass before Jonker busted in there. Could have Jonker with a little bit of psych out there, knocking the ball away maybe. So it brings up 2nd and 10 from the midfield. I need a wrench, Jerry. My camera keeps moving on me. Back to pass again. McGee throws it, and it hits the turf. Might have been deflected at the line of scrimmage.
I think it was, but I didn't.
3rd down, 3rd and 10. If I do this, it won't counterbalance, maybe. Okay. Have to work on some tripods tomorrow. Out of the gun will go McGee again. Hand it off to Refalong. Refalong has a big hole, and 1st down. That's an 11-yard pickup. I tell you, man, that's just, you need the 10 yards.
Yep.
Give it to Alex. He'll get 11. That's the way it's been all night.
Yeah, he's got 144 yards so far, and he's very consistent on picking up at least 10 yards each time.
Back to pass, complete on the outside. I think that's Keel. No, it's not Keel. It's 10. It's Zachary Webb. It's kind of almost like a wide receiver screen further down the road, the field to the 31, and pickup of
about 8.
Yeah, 8. Just going to say that. Clock running, 11:10 to go here in the ball game. 36-0. Central Kitsap with the lead and the ball in Highclimber territory. Out of the gun, hand off to Refalong. Refalong to the 30, to the 25, to the 20, cutting it back. 15, 10, 5, touchdown.
31-yard touchdown run by Ripalong.
But do we have a flag? We're walking backwards.
Oh, that's going to be negated.
Wow, I don't even see where the laundry is. Where is it? Either way, it's a hold at the, now I see it's a hold at the 26. So that should back him up to the 36.
And that's the first penalty for Central Kitsap
this half.
This half.
Yeah.
85 yards total. And that negates, of course, the nice run of 31 yards by Ripalong.
Call it 2nd and 7. 2nd and 7 from now to 36 for Central Kitsap. You know, if I'm CK, I just dial that one up again. So out of the gun, man in motion. And off to Refalong. Refalong dancing in the backfield and cuts it up the middle. Gets 1st down, banging bodies inside the 25. What did I say, Jerry? Didn't I say it would dial up it again? Hannah?
Yeah.
Not necessarily the same play, but just give it to Alex, excuse me. First down inside the 25 to the 24, first and 10.
12-yard carry by Ripalong, and that was good for another first down.
3 receivers wide to the near side, 1 to the far side.
18th first down.
McGee out of the gun, Ripalong beside him. To his left. Snap on target, handoff. No, actually it's not. It's the new running back, it's number 22. That's Blue. Christian Blue on the carry to the 16-yard line. I'll give Trevor Meyer credit for the tackle.
Okay.
I don't know if you're tracking that.
Gain of about 7 on the play.
I'll give him 8. Second
Okay.
and 2 at
All
the
right.
16.
Yeah, you're right.
So Blue is the back, still in the backfield with McGee. They'll ship Guevara over to the other side. Single receiver on the near side. Now Guevara's going to just go in motion, hand off to Blue. Blue straight up the middle to the 13-yard line. I think that's enough for first down. No, wait a minute. What is going on? Did he break loose and
He faked us all
what happened there? Neither did I.
He faked us all out. And who was the runner?
It had to be Elijah McGee. Had to be on the keeper. It looked like Blue had it, the ball, and boy,
I thought
oh
he
boy,
did too.
Boy, oh boy. If I could give you a replay, I would, but it wouldn't even be on camera. Point after coming, 42 to nothing, make it 43. Wow. So I guess McGee wanted to catch up to Ripalong. And
Well, he's ahead of him with touchdowns.
Okay, there you go. Oh boy, I'm just completely lost here.
That's the 3rd touchdown run for Elijah McGee. Well, let's see.
I'm gonna looking at your sheet there. It's just amazing to me. It's 43 to nothing, 9:32 to go in the ball game. CK inching away. It's just amazing, Jerry. What do you got? 12 yards.
Well, we got a running clock now.
It should be.
Once a team gets ahead by 40 in the second half, it's a running clock.
And the clock is only stopped on timeouts and scores, as it was explained to us after the game last week. There's the kickoff. And we're going to, what's going on here? Somebody got a head start on that. That's going to be an offsides on Central Kitsap on the kickoff, so they'll kick it off from the 35 instead of the 40. So you've got the tandem of Goodwin and Kenyon in the backfield. Now, I noticed something, Jerry.
Yeah.
Goodwin and Kenyon have swapped spots in the backfield. Now, will Cannon recognize that? Because he's been kicking it to the right side consistently tonight, keeping away from Troy Goodwin. Now, is he going to do any change? No, he's going to kick it.
Yeah, he kicks it to the right side.
Goodwin will take it about the 28. It's the 30 to 40. Oh, tripped up, crossing the 40 to the 44. If he didn't get tripped up there, I think he might have been gone to the races.
Yeah.
But here we go with the camera. We'll pull
What,
him back
about a 15-yard, 20-yard run?
Let's see. Took it about the. I don't even remember now.
Yeah, at least 15.
Yeah, I'll give him 15.
Nice
All
return.
Right, stop it, camera. If you were looking at this camera, folks, I'm sorry. My camera has a mind of its own sometimes. So 1st and 10 for Shelton on their own 44-yard line. with the running clock at 8:50 and counting. Bourne will come wide, near side. Under center will go McPhee. He'll pitch it to Kenyon. Kenyon trying to get around the edge, looking for some room to run. Finds a little bit of a hole, gets up across the 50 into CK territory to the 47. Give him 9.
And I believe that's the longest run from scrimmage tonight for the Highclimbers, 9 yards. If we give him 9 yards, Jason Kenyon.
I'm giving him 9. Call it 2nd and 1 from the 47 of Central Kitsap. Pitch again, this time to Oles. Oles spinning, got away from one guy, but he's going to end up losing yardage back. And there's a flag on the play as well. Back into Highclimber territory at the 48. Flag is in that same territory, but it was at the end of the play. We can hope it's something on Central Kitsap, but I doubt it.
It doesn't look like it the way he's facing.
Right.
The announcer's saying it's against the Cougars, but I don't think so.
Well, we'll see what the official call is. Now they're going to pick up the penalty flag. All right.
Okay.
That's fair. Maybe it was just one of those, let's run some more time off the clock. So, 3rd down and call it 5 at the 48 of Shelton. Pitch. Oh, it's a halfback pass. It's got a guy there. No, just a little off target. Goodwin was intended receiver, and it was Kenyon on the pass.
Yeah, and Bourne was also in the area.
But I think Goodwin was the intended target because he was close. The pass actually fell closer to Goodwin, but pick a guy doesn't really matter because it's incomplete. That brings up 4th down. 3rd down, 4th down, 4th down, and 5 from the 48. Highclimbers are going to go for it. Approaching 6:20 to go in the ball game. With the running clock, Central Kitsap up 43-0. So Bourne will go wide to the far side. McPhee under center. Goodwin will go in motion and pitches to him. He'll cut it up the seam, dive across midfield. Didn't come close to the 1st down, and over on downs it goes at the 49.
Gain of about 2 on the play by Goodwin. I notice Luke McPhee is doing a hard count a lot of times to try to draw him off. He's not having that luck this half.
Not this half, no. So I'd expect a different quarterback out there, but who knows? Yep. It'll be number 3, Joshua Flogger.
Okay.
Out of the gun. And a handoff on the sweep. And Chandler
81.
Lindstrom on the carry. Really close to the 1st down. Just shy, I think. Up to the 42 of Shelton.
Give him a gain of 9 on the play.
Under 5 minutes to go here on the running clock. Flogger out of the gun. Gets the snap, handoff to 22. And that's Blue on the carry. Gets 1st down to the 35.
19th 1st down.
So 1st and 10 for CK at the 35 of Shelton. 2nd teamers in there for Central Kitsap. Got Blue in the backfield with
Flogger.
Flogger gets man in motion. Fakes it and keeps it.
Quarterback keeper.
Trying to get around the edge, cuts it up, numbers. trying to get out of the grasp of Charles Hurt. Not no luck there, but he does get positive yardage inside the 30 to the 29.
Looks like he picked up about 5 on the play. Okay.
I guess, yeah. Spotted at the 29. 2nd and 4. Actually, give him 6, Jerry.
Okay.
Blogger out of the gun. He's got 2 receivers on the far side. Blue the back beside him with a step behind. Man in motion. Hand off to that man in motion. And look at this. Got a beat. Cuts it up and into the end zone. Who is that?
89. Kalai Posse.
Yeah, with a touchdown.
Kalai Posse for a 29-yard touchdown run.
Wow, 3 minutes to go in the ball game. Our PA announcing team here is talking about Posse being 5'4", 142. He's a freshman, by the way.
Wow.
So you got some speed out there as well. So Cannon on to kick the point after. Snap, spot, and the kick. Another good kick.
Yeah, he's made every one of his point after attempts except for the first
for
one.
The one, that's right. So we have a 50 to nothing score. 2 minutes, 10 seconds and counting, and we'll be right back.
I dare you. I dare you to change the world. Yeah, you. Getting that college education.
I dare you to be somebody important.
Like be a teacher. Or a reality TV star.
I dare you to stand up here.
To call the shots.
To be a role model.
An inspiration. An innovator.
To be a teacher.
Think you can change my life? Make me excited about science like you?
Have a career that really means something?
Then do it.
I dare you.
All right, we're back here. That was a quick timeout after the score. And here's the kickoff. Taking at the 10. That's Kenyon, and it gets to the 25, and that's where he's met. So we're now down to about a minute. Now, we were told last week, Jerry, that after scores, the clock is supposed to stop, but this clock continued to run. Interesting. We'll have to check on that rule for sure. I know that Paul told Eric that that's the way it's supposed to be, but, 50 to nothing, there's no real question about the outcome of this game. It's just a matter of getting some reps in for some of your younger kids. And, oh, boy, just did the Gatorade dump on the coach on the sidelines for CK. He's got a headset on. Hopefully they didn't electrocute him. Now, what are they doing here? They're marching the Highclimbers back. Was there a penalty on this kickoff? They're going to put the ball back at the 10. They're not even going to be able to get a play off. So they'll spot the ball at the 10. 1st and 10 with 3, 2, 1. They're not going to get it off. And that'll pretty much do it. The clock goes triple zeros. Central Kitsap knocks off Shelton 50 to nothing here at the Silverdale Stadium. We will take a timeout. We'll be back with Jerry Apple's final stats of the evening and wrap this thing up. Final score again, Central Kitsap 50, Shelton nothing. We'll be right back.
This is Sharon Trask.
And I approve this message.
I'm voting for Sharon Trask because she is a strong candidate that will research her information, verify her facts before coming to a decision.
She's got a really great heart for the community. She's a very smart lady. She cares about her community, and she's got a lot of great background, and I think she'll do great for the county.
Paid for by Sharon Trask for Mason County Commissioner.
There's a lot going on these days at Maple Glen in Shelton. Come see for yourself by scheduling a tour to view apartments, the beautiful surroundings, activities, and the signature dining room. Maple Glen Senior Living Community, located just 20 minutes north of Olympia at 1700 North 13th Loop in Shelton. They're just feet away from the hospital, medical professionals, and pharmacies. Contact Teresa Gilman, 360-427-0300 to learn more about this exciting living community.
I lost my mother to a drunk driver. She taught me to be kind and good and strong. Be a positive force in a sometimes cruel world. I want to do everything I can to keep Washington a beautiful place. For my children, for your children. Become a Washington State Trooper.
Hi, I'm Dan Griffey, your legislator and local firefighter. Today we all come together to cheer on our players. And like them, we are a team. Like a team, we work together to do good for our community. I want you to know that I fight for each and every one of you, for a bright future full of opportunities, for you to leave your mark on the world. You are strong, and we are stronger together.
Paid for by
Griffey for State House Campaign.
So we learn that Coach Kale for Central Kitsap just picked up his 100th victory in his career, so that's why he got the Gatorade ice bath at the end of the game. It's just one thing that we just learned. Jerry, you're still adding things up.
Please remember to pick up all of your belongings.
As the CK Cougars are below us, kind of out of shot. Tough loss, but a lot of positives to take away from this game, Jerry. You about ready, or you're ready?
I'm ready.
So the final score, as you see, Central Kitsap 50, Shelton still unable to get in the end zone. Jerry Apple, your stats.
Okay. Central Kitsap had 19 first downs. Number 30 for Central Kitsap had quite a game tonight. Alex Refalong, he had 22 carries for 160 yards. The quarterback had 64 yards tonight. Also, number 89 had 29 yards. If you add up the total yards for Central Kitsap, we're looking at 228 yards on the ground, and they had 113 yards in the air. Central Kitsap had one turnover, and Central Kitsap cleaned up their penalty situation. They had a total of 90 yards, but 75 of those were in the first half. Like I said, Central Kitsap had one fumble recovered by Shelton. Scoring summary, we're looking at number 30 scored the first touchdown for 1 yard. The scoring started right at the first play of the second quarter. First quarter looked pretty darn good for the Highclimbers. You said take away some positives. The Highclimbers did get into the backfield of Central Kitsap at least 5 times tonight, and all those were in the first half. Next, number 11 had a 42-yard touchdown run, And Tyler Cannon from then on, his point after attempts were good, plus a field goal. And number 11 scored another touchdown of 18 yards. That was his second. And then Cannon got a field goal, I think about 24 yards, and that made it 23-0. And then number 30 again had a touchdown run of 4 yards, making it 29-0. And then the point after attempt, making it 30-0. And then we had a 3-yard touchdown run by number 3. The point after attempt was bad snap. And then Elijah McGee had a 12-yard touchdown run, and that made it 43-0. And then number 8, Kalai Posse, a 9th grader, believe it or not, had a 29-yard touchdown run, and that made it 50-0. Shelton had 4 first downs. They had a total of 57 yards on the ground, 15 yards in the air. They were 2 for 6 in the air, and tonight the quarterback was number 3 for us, and that was Luke McPhee. He had moments, I thought, that he played fairly well. Shelton had 85 yards and penalties, that hurt him, and they had the 2 fumbles
lost, yeah.
Which they had the 2 turnovers, which kind of took away a little bit of that momentum. They had the ball on the 30 one time, and then they had that bad fumble, and that gave CK a chance to score again. But, you know, if Shelton could have capitalized on a couple of those fumble recoveries, or on that one fumble recovery, the score would be, you know, a little closer. There were some bright spots. You know, Jason Kenyon had 5 nice returns.
Yeah.
1 for 20, then another one for 17, another one for 17, another one for 20, and another one for 20. Wow, he had over 100 yards in returns. And then, of course, Cannon always kicking to his right. This time, they switched Goodwin over there, so Goodwin could have a chance to return.
Right.
And he got a 15-yard return. So that was a bright moment. The other bright moment was we did get a chance in the first half to try to field goal attempt. Unfortunately, it did not work. 41 had a couple of nice punts, 1 for 39, 1 for 42. So there were some bright spots. Even though the score was 50-0, I felt tonight the Highclimbers played a little bit better. They mixed it up a little bit. Unfortunately, they never threw a pass long, you know, and I don't know that's probably something they need to put in their arsenal. I don't know what you think. But they did try to do some end arounds, and, a player by the name of Zach Jonker, who's playing pretty darn good, pretty improving for the Highclimbers, got 4 yards on that nice one end around. So there are some bright moments, and, I'm proud of Mike sticking with it. And just, work with these kids, and they're going to get better and better and better. We're not going to give up on these guys.
No, sure shouldn't. Well, Shelton returns to Jack Stark Field at Highclimber Stadium next Friday to play Timberline. Central Kitsap will hit the road and travel to Peninsula next week. Our next broadcast will be next Friday as the Highclimbers host a Blazers kickoff at 7 p.m. And I'm working on a special broadcast for that.
Okay.
But I'll let you know about that. Either way, we'll have it on the air one way or another. I'll let you know off air, and we'll explain what's going on with that when the broadcast happens.
Okay.
Let's see here, but 7 o'clock next Friday, and that will pretty much do it for us at Silverdale Stadium. My thanks, as always, to Jerry Apple for his help tonight.
It's a pleasure. It's always a pleasure working with you.
Again, the final of the Central Kitsap Cougars shut out the Shelton Highclimbers 50-0, and we'll talk to you in a week.
All right. I'm going to head to the restroom and now.
This broadcast on Mason Web TV, powered by HCC, has been brought to you by Tigert Media. Sharon Trask for Mason County Commissioner, District 3. Dan Griffey for 35th District State Representative, Position 1, GOP. Maple Glen Senior Living Community in Shelton, celebrating the art of life. And Hood Canal Communications, keeping our community connected.
Thanks for watching Mason Web TV, powered by HCC.